Get ready
what
for
up?
combat.
What up, internets? You were tuned in
Get
to
ready
the
for combat.
Chat Show. What up, Dallas Penn?
Mi nombre es Felipe Gordon.
What's up, Mr. Gordon?
Gordon.
What's happening, man? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. What's going on?
Man, it's summertime.
Yeah.
It's feeling nice outside.
I feel like it was officially summertime this afternoon when I had a Heineken.
You had a Heineken?
I had a Heineken.
Where'd you have a Heineken, man?
I had a Heineken as soon as I walked out of the job. I went to 7-Eleven, got a Heineken, put it in a little paper bag.
Was it nice and crispy cold?
It was cold. It wasn't as cold as it could have been. And I just thought to myself, man, once it gets a little colder, summertime. Summertime with a Heineken in your hand, walking the streets, not getting a ticket from police.
Man, let me tell you something, man. There's nothing better in the summer, man, than having that icy, frosty green bottle of Heineken.
Yes.
Yeah. And who's it brewed by? Where is it brewed?
Where is Heineken brewed?
In Holland, right?
In Holland, right?
In Holland. I wanted to say Germany because I don't know shit.
Right.
But yeah, Holland, right? I gotta tell you something. Have you ever had the Heineken Dark?
Yeah, I've had Heineken Dark.
Smooth and not chewy. Because
Heineken Dark is not fucking with Heineken Green.
First of all, Heineken Dark is the shit.
It's not fucking with Heineken Green.
I mean, Heineken Green, you're a hype beast, man.
No, I'm not a hype beast. The shit tastes. I've been drinking that shit since I was 18.
18. How about Red Stripe?
I like Red Stripe.
I don't fuck with Red Stripe.
But Red Stripe can't fuck with Heineken.
I don't fuck with Red Stripe.
Yo, shout out to
Only
Heineken,
Jamaicans
man.
should drink Red Stripe.
Shout out to Heineken, man, the king of beers. What's up, Pete?
Oh, man, New York State of Mind.
New York State of Mind?
I tell you, sometimes I hate New York. You know?
Why, man?
Because, like...
Because you couldn't find parking right now?
It's not only about parking, but it's like, you know, if you're ever from the outer boroughs and then you come into New York, like, you can't find a grocery store that won't charge you $1 for a 25-cent bag of chips.
Right.
You know, like, you get, like, a Snickers and then you put the money out. And like, so you ever give them, like, $1 and they're like, oh, it's $2.
And they look at you crazy?
Yeah.
Like you owe them more? I gotta tell you something, Premium. Do you know how rich you have to be just to be poor in New York?
Exactly.
You gotta be rich to be poor in New York, man.
You gotta be so rich. Like, you go somewhere else. You go to Oklahoma City, and they would feed you grapes in your mouth, and they would fan you with one of those large feather joints, and, you know, every woman woman would give you anal.
Not tickle the culo? Were you with the feather?
No. Combat.
No, who's cooler? Pause. The chicken.
Nah, when you say feathers is fanning you, I'm thinking that you got some like Mexican Mexican broad tickling your culo.
That don't even see. It's crazy. That don't even register with me.
Hey, Felipe.
If I ever see a feather in your house, Combat, I'm just going. I'm not even try to smell it.
Let me tell you something, man. Even though we shouted out Heineken, man, I'm feeling so great right now, B.
Mm-hmm.
Like over the past week, man, I've been going back and forth with the diet and the whole nine, and I just got into this groove, man, where I cut out all the carbs, and it's just agua, B, and I'm feeling great, man. Just water, H2O all day, and I'm doing my yoga again, B. I'm doing my yoga again.
How much water are you drinking a day?
I'm trying to, I like just a little under a gallon.
Wow.
Just a little under a gallon, B.
At least you're not walking around with that gallon of water.
Yeah. Nah,
whenever I see someone walking around with that gallon of water, I just want to smack them in the face.
That shit is cumbersome, B.
Yeah.
That should be cumbersome, a gallon of water. But, you know, I just wanted to say, man, that I just feel so great, man, because when we left last week, you know, you hit it on the head, Dallas. You were like, yo, we just did a radio show out of Radio City in New York City. And coming to this new spaceship, B, it's like we're in Radio City, man.
Radio City.
Can you believe we're in Radio City?
I mean,
no, I can't believe it.
Say that. Right. Radio City.
I mean, the Rocketeers are outside.
Yeah.
The Rockettes.
Well, not the Rocketeers.
Well, I mean, I call them Rocketeers.
Rocketeer was a superhero, dude.
Same shit.
No, it's not the same shit.
Okay,
You don't read fucking comics, man.
Yeah,
the Rocketeer was a motherfucker. You remember the Rocketeer?
I never fucked with the Rocketeer, but I know the Rocketeer.
He had the jetpack.
Yes.
But Dallas was the Rocketeer.
Ranger pants and fucking Mountie boots.
The Rockets and the Rocketeers, it's
what the fuck is wrong with you, B?
Well, listen, was the Rocketeer kind of like that no frills superhero, Dallas? Like, kind of like, you ever go into like the corner store and they got like Mr. Clean, then they got like Mistoline. You know what I mean? Like, could that be possible that Rocketeer was
the Rocketeer Rocketeer was an official superhero for the time period he was set in.
He was from the 40s.
He was set in the 40s. So, I mean, in the 40s, people didn't know shit about space.
There was no superheroes. It was like Superman, Batman, and the fucking Rocketeer and Tarzan.
Your superpower in the 1940s was just getting somewhere on time.
The only person who probably Rocketeer was Perry Como back in the day.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Fuck the Rocketeer.
Yo, I gotta tell you something. Now, salute though the Premium Pete Combat, because last week after the show, we went downtown to that party that Just Blaze was spinning at.
Yes.
And we ended up getting into a dance battle with Just Blaze, and frankly, Just Blaze was serving motherfuckers.
We meaning you, me, and Premium, and Just now.
Well, hold on for a second. It was Just really looking to serve you and me, and then Premium.
I had to back off. I was like, nah, I'm not.
I mean, who's fucking with Just when he's doing head spins?
I'm not fucking with nobody doing head spin, but Premium was fucking with Just.
Premium jumped in there.
You used to break dance.
Absolutely.
Man. You used to fucking break dance.
Absolutely.
Internet's Premium Pete started break dancing, flipping around and all types of shit. Windmills.
Hand spins.
But Premium Pete does look slightly Puerto Rican.
You do look slightly Puerto Rican, B.
And Just Blaze
did anybody ever approach you for to join in the Rock Steady crew or something like that?
Well, when I was away, I told you, they used to think I was they let me use a Spanish phone.
So you used to break dance in jail?
No, I never broke dance in jail. I never seen anybody break dance.
So they approached you to join, they didn't approach you to join their dance club in jail?
People don't dance in jail. I mean,
I just lean back.
Yeah, lean back.
They just roll up
but it was
pants
amazing.
Lean back.
You know what? When we were in this, a club on last week, I just looked around and they were playing like all 45s. That's what
45s.
They're only 45s.
Vinyl.
Vinyl.
45s.
And wax. And the great thing about it was, like, when I looked around, it didn't look like no girl, no man, no person had a problem, a bill. Like, everybody seemed so happy in that. Like people just dancing. And I'll tell you one thing.
People don't dance no more.
No.
Internets, y'all don't dance?
They don't know how to dance.
Internets don't dance?
You can't dance if your pants is under your ass.
But I'm talking about, like, say, for example, even like the motherfuckers that's not sagging, like the internets, like the internets that's tuning in right now. Y'all don't dance?
No, they just lean back.
Like Ivan Rott, you don't dance.
They just lean back.
Like Tony Grands. Tony Grands don't dance.
No, Tony Grands don't dance. Cal don't dance.
Cal don't dance.
How about Theodis Jones?
I think Theodis Jones might.
He probably does.
Yeah, I think
Theodis Jones might do coke.
Yeah, he probably does.
Yo,
that's how he makes them bang and flies.
Yo, shout out to Theodis Jones, man. Every week killing us with the flies.
Killing
us. You know, this episode's fly, well, he calls it show bills. You know, it's a little classy. I guess that's what they
I mean, we on Rockefeller Center.
We're in Radio City.
We're in Radio City. Now, I got an announcement, B. We got to make some decisions after the show.
Okay.
You know, the good folks here, and I can't really mention the establishment. It's Numinati. But I had a conversation with the higher ups yesterday. The
brass.
Yeah, they had me in a room. I was surrounded by all these white men in suits, and all of them had gray hair. And I couldn't see their faces.
Did you have on your turtleneck combat?
Nah, I had on a T-shirt, B.
Bicycle singlet?
I had, as a matter of fact, I got a T-shirt in the mail the other day from Troy Ave. It said
nice.
Powder. So I was sitting in the chamber.
No corduroy. You were sitting with all these white men with not a piece of corduroy on.
And one guy came out. And he hit me on the shoulder, and he had this ring with the snakes all entwined. And he was like, "You can now record here weekly."
Wow, that was some gypsy type gene.
And I was
stuff.
like, you know, like I felt great, you know, like the Numinati tapped me on the shoulder, and I couldn't wait to tell you guys, like, it's great. We have the opportunity now to record freely in Rockefeller Center.
It's beautiful.
Now, Just Blaze last week also hit me and was like, yo, I would like for y'all to record in my studio, Stadium Red in Harlem.
Wow. Now, let me ask you something. When you say...
So we got decisions to make.
I think, you know what this means? Maybe we got 2 recording dates a week.
You know?
2 shows. I'll tell you, let me ask him. When he says at his home...
Internets, are y'all ready?
Not his home, his studio.
Oh, okay, because I thought maybe I could
relax, Premium.
Well, not in his chambers, B. Not in his
maybe I could go in his refrigerator and...
Go take a shit in his bidet.
Yeah, right. And I'll tell you one thing. Would
you take a shit in somebody's... You know what a bidet is?
Let me tell you something.
Do you know what a bidet is?
That's some Italian
shit.
That's a water fountain. People put their ass on a
water
bidet.
fountain.
So you know what a bidet is?
Yeah, like, you know, the Guineas used to have that around their houses. Like
that's some European shit.
But why they do that shit? Like, people just put their ass on it?
I guess, you know, like before you apply the toilet paper, man. You just want to.
Like
I've never used a bidet.
Have you ever went to park as a water park? Like, you know the little sprinkler in the water park?
Yeah, I know this.
You ever put your ass over that?
Nah, B. I don't put. You be putting your ass over shit?
You never hold on for a second, comment. You never put your ass on the hydrant and just made the water, go crazy?
I was more like the,
You just used your hand.
I had the can.
Yeah, you had the can. Sure,
I made the jet.
Okay, so
but
it
is summertime right now, man. The hydrant's about to pop off.
Yes, indeed.
But hasn't it become extra illegal now to do some shit like that, fun shit in New York?
That kind of was Giuliani's pet peeve. He would shut down all the fun.
But it's lingered.
Bloomberg is stopping and frisking every young black.
He ramped it up. Nigga, you can't even buy a big ass soda right now.
That's what I was gonna say.
You can't buy. Is Arizona shut down right now, B?
Arizona would be shut down in a restaurant. In the bodega, you can still buy, your high fructose corn syrup. You can still buy your cigarettes, your Dutch Master.
What's up, Pete? What's going on?
Oh, nothing. I'm just, we may have a call in right quick.
We got a call in?
Yeah, it should be coming.
All right. When's the call coming in, man?
Could be a possibility.
Is this from, we're talking about the Mayor Bloomberg and Giuliani. Are we calling, is it an important call?
Mayor Giuliani's calling in?
Is it a mayor calling
It could be a mayor. I don't know if it's Mayor Giuliani or Mayor, is it Mayor Dinkins?
I don't know. Hello? Caller, you're on the air.
What up, sir? Your boy Mayor's in the building.
Oh, this is the mayor.
El Alcalde.
Mayor.
What up, y'all?
What's up, my dude?
Ain't nothing, chilling. Driving down to Atlanta right now.
Oh, you in ATL? You in the A right now?
I'm in the A right now.
What's going on down there, B?
I'm chilling. I just take care of a couple things down here. Had a little business meeting tomorrow morning, so I just shot down here now.
Man, you always taking care of business.
I'll tell you, Combat, Mayor is always on the move. I mean, pretty soon this guy is going to have his face on some a supermarket goods.
I bugged out last week. I was listening to...
I want to get a Mayor special at the Waffle House.
Listen, I was listening to Power 105 last week. Mm-hmm. Just driving the kids to school, and I hear Angela Yee and Charlamagne talking about Mayor.
Wow. Now, did they speak about who wanted to sleep with him first?
No, they weren't talking about who wanted to sleep with Mayor. They were like, I had to tweet it because they were talking about Bloomberg. Mm-hmm. No, they weren't talking about Bloomberg. They were talking about, They were talking about Boston's mayor.
Okay.
And how he fucked up the names of the Celtics.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And Angela was like, I know you're not talking about Mayor. Sneaker Mayor.
Yeah.
And then Charlamagne down the line said some shit about Mayor. Mayor, you big time like that, B?
He's number 9.
That's my family right over there. They good people. Me and Charlamagne is good. And it just so happens that Angela Yee is going to be in the A tomorrow, so hey.
Yo, watch out, B.
Kiss on the lips for me, Mayor.
Watch out now.
With your tongue.
Pete to get jealous. I don't want Pete to get, Pete's in lust with Angela Yee. He's in lust.
Nah, I just want to kiss her feet right quick.
Pete's in thirst with everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'll tell you, hey, listen, Mayor, Combat, I brought up some little package here for Combat Pause.
Oh, Mayor, you giving Combat a package?
And he doesn't even know what's in it. So on air, we're going to give it to Combat and let him open it up on air. And
Mayor, I'm about to open up this box.
Pause.
On air. Foot Locker bag. You hear, internet, you hear me opening the bag. You hear that? Right there.
You hear that crinkle?
Oh, shit.
You hear that gifts?
Oh, look at that box right there.
It's a box with Jordan.
Yeah.
Right? Doing the dunk, right? Oh, these official, man. Yo, Mayor, thank you, B.
Now, let me explain what's going on.
Explain what the shoe is, man. Explain what the shoe is.
This is my man, Combat Jack. Y'all all know him as a blogger, writer, radio personality. I was introduced to Combat Jack as one of the best entertainment lawyers in the game.
Yes.
And that's what he is. And the other day, I had a little entertainment deal come my way, which I'll speak on at a later date and time.
When we make an announcement.
We got a little ways.
Yeah, exactly. We got a little ways before we make an announcement about your deal.
And Combat Jack was gracious enough to finish up that deal for me. And
I didn't do anything, man. I just reviewed it, and then we, I said, thumbs up, B.
Like I said, my man Combat Jack finished up that deal, and it's a go now, so we're going to announce that at a later date and time. But
well, tell him what the sneakers have to do with Combat.
Now, Combat told me he wanted a pair of Jordans.
Yes.
So I said, you know what? Let me make this happen for my man. Now, with a name like Combat Jack, how could I not go get him a pair of military Jordan 4s? It only fits the name. Combat Jack, military Jordan 4s.
You know, this is the first pair of Jordans he's ever had in his life.
Official Jordans.
And that's why I wanted to make sure he got them from me.
He's getting one step closer to blackness now, Mayor, because of you.
Now, Mayor, what should I...
Mayor, I need you to take Combat to Red Lobster. Then he might be able to realize his blackness.
Well, Mayor, let me ask you, man. What can I wear these with, man? What should I wear these with, man? I see these like in a pair like fatigue pants.
Exactly. You can throw on some nice cargos. You're good to go. A little fatigue, some cargos.
White tee. Well, Mayor, you know what it is? We got to keep Combat, because Combat is like a little old school how he dresses. He may come out with a turtleneck, a bicycle singlet, and maybe even a painter's bucket hat. You know, I mean,
keep fucking me with that bicycle singlet.
Combat be out there riding that bike now. Every time he returns my phone call, he's like, "I just got off the bike."
Yeah, I'm riding the bike. I was just telling these guys I'm back in my yoga. I'm running the park now in the whole 9.
Do your bike pants have that padded?
No, I don't
area?
have the padded. Seriously,
you don't have padded bike pants.
My nuts feel like I have a gremlin squeezing them shits with a
real toe. That's your prostate.
Whoa.
That's my prostate.
Yes, yeah. You get the padded. First of all, you're older now, man. Get that bike seat that just looks like a balloon where your butt sits on it.
Yeah,
not the bike seat, not the saddle seat where it comes through your legs and stuff like that.
I'll tell you one thing. When I come,
Mayor, you ride bikes?
No. I mean, I do, but I don't.
Okay. So you don't ride them enough to know what we're talking about?
Mayor just rides strippers.
No. I know what you're talking about. But like I said, right now, the Jaguars at Overdrive straight to Magic City to watch the game and watch the strippers.
Exactly.
Yo, Mayor, man, listen, man. Thanks for these Jordans, man. I really, really appreciate it. I'm about to twit pick this and put it on Instagram and the whole 9. Travel safely. Congratulations. Keep me posted, and hopefully everybody will see you on a television show near you.
Absolutely.
Exactly. All right,
brother.
Shumanati. Thank you. All right. So,
Shumanati.
So, it's kind of weird, man. Where's A King?
Yep. Where's Matt Raz?
Matt Raz had to do something, and Matt Raz told us in advance.
Okay, so he's not coming.
He is coming.
Okay.
He is coming, but where's A King?
A King is probably at the diner.
Okay. I got to be honest with you. This studio that we're working out of now doesn't have the struggle that A King's been acclimated to. I mean, we can clearly hear each other on these microphones.
We have headphones.
Yeah. I mean, we have headphones.
We's got headphones.
So there was so much struggle going on at the old spot that I feel like,
You think he might be a little resentful?
Well, I mean, plus he's brown skin. He never went through. He 100 years ago, 200 years ago, he never went through the front door.
He didn't go through the front door.
No,
he's still not going through the front door.
He's one of these backdoor,
listen, internet.
Years and years, generations of backdoor slavery, not comfortable coming in through the front door.
Internet.
And my light skinnedness,
You're accustomed to...
I don't mind coming through the front door.
Because you bougie. And premium, you're white.
Yeah, so I mean,
well, I'll tell you one thing. I think Dallas is one of those dudes that he goes through revolving doors with someone. What I mean? Yeah.
No, but I mean,
I make someone push.
But seriously, no bullshit. Dallas is a card-carrying Republican.
Absolutely.
So straight up.
Absolutely.
So
I wish the rest of the hood would register Republican too.
Here we go, man.
But back to A King. He called me today.
What did he say?
And I was like, I don't know, like, you know when someone calls and you feel like they want something, but they don't tell you because like you're in a rush almost,
right?
Like, when you're like say if someone wanted to call you and borrow $100, but then you answer the phone like this, like, yeah, what's up? Yeah, about to get in the barbershop chair. What's up? All right, forget about it. So they may just say forget it.
Right.
He was like, I got my change ready. I got my $10 worth of change ready. And I'm like, yeah. And
struggle.
I was like, he don't need anything to weigh him down anymore.
Did you put change in the meter when you?
No, listen. I parked 6 blocks down. I mean, I basically walked from 6 blocks and that's it.
Same place we parked.
Same spot.
Fantastic.
Listen, internets. Listen. I understand the struggle. I'm in the struggle. We are in the struggle. Everybody in this room is in the struggle.
Mm-hmm.
And just because it's a hashtag right now and it's ha ha he he, don't. If you have a chance, man, try to walk away from the struggle, man. If you can, don't wear that struggle like a coat.
Uplift.
So I'm saying this to everybody, man. Everybody, struggle to get to that point and then walk away from the struggle. We got to talk to A King, man. You definitely got to talk to A King.
Absolutely.
So listen, man, let's go to a break. You're tuned into the Combat Jack Show, www.pncradio.fm.
F your radio, internet.
Your radio. But not Radio City.
No.
Not Radio City.
Well, F Radio City kindly.
F the Rocketeer.
F what?
F Radio City kindly. Kiss her in the mouth.
Yes.
With your tongue.
Put your tongue in
Date Radio City.
Yes.
Take
Yes.
Radio City out.
Lovingly F.
Buy flowers and chocolate.
Lovingly F with kisses,
Kisses.
not fists.
It's break time.
It's break time. Let's go.
Please don't stare.com.
Yeah, yo, Ben Hameen.
Ah, man, please
Crazy.
don't stare.com.
Please don't stare.com. What up, Ben Hameen? That's a crazy mix. Yo,
I gotta tell you something. Mobb Deep, so many hits. Like, hours and hours and hours of hits. Like, forget about it.
now that's, you know my wife.
Forget
Yeah.
about it.
And you know my wife, has aspirations.
Yes.
Saying, she considers herself a different class from us.
She be relaxing her hair.
Yeah, that's her hair. That's her hair. But her favorite song, B, is Shook Ones.
Mm-hmm.
My wife's favorite song is Shook Ones. And her second favorite
Does she keep
song,
a razor in her mouth?
her second favorite song is Quiet Storm.
Yeah.
So whenever the song comes on, any of those songs come on, and she starts dancing, the kids are looking at us like, yo, what the fuck was y'all doing back in the days?
That's how you had them
Mom-
kids. That's how you
Moms.
had them.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, happy Father's Day, by the way, Pete.
Happy Father's Day to you.
What do you got planned for the week, man?
Man, every day should be Father's Day, but I mean, just,
And you know what? I mean, not necessarily. I mean, every day should be Mother's Day.
yeah, I mean, for the most part.
But yeah, we got Prodigy in the room. What's up,
Absolutely.
Prodigy? How you doing, my
Yo.
dude?
HNIC.
man.
Happy Father's Day, B.
Thank you. I didn't even know today's Father's Day.
Well, it's
really.
not Father's Day. It's Father's Day
all right.
weekend. You know what I'm saying? But
All right. I don't be following none of that, man. I'm be in the studio. I don't follow sports. I don't follow nothing. All I follow is rap music.
yo, I just read your book, B. I just read your book.
Thank you.
I got the book. As a matter of fact, it's been a year since I saw you. Because I don't know if you remember, but I was the first cat that interviewed you after you came out last year from the Source magazine.
Yeah.
How you feeling, man?
Yeah.
It's been a year.
Yeah, man, feeling good. You know what I mean? Back at it. You know what I mean? Got the album dropping July 3rd.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. You know what I mean? The book is out there doing good. I got the second book about to drop. You know what I mean?
Rock the Bells.
Rock the Bells tour about to go down in August. You know what I mean?
Now let me
That's
ask you an important question, man. Because I've written a book,
Single-handedly fucking up all recidivism statistics.
all types of shit.
Yeah.
All types of shit.
Like, not going back. Not going back. Not going back.
Now this is the question, B. I don't know. I know a few authors. I don't even know any authors that's ever gotten a royalty check from their books. You seen royalties from that book yet, man?
Oh yeah.
You got a
definitely.
royalty check,
I
B?
got I got all my royalties up front.
Oh, you got paid big, right?
Yeah. I got
Oh,
a
man, you
nice.
should did the
I got a
same
nice
thing.
advance for that.
See, the reason why Combat's asking you that, B, is because Combat wrote a book.
Okay.
But the only thing is they paid him with like blockbuster cards. and
Easy,
shit.
easy. Now listen, man. Reading your book, I learned 3 things about you, man.
Hey.
I learned, number 1, that you are really in love with your wife, man, which is
Yeah,
a beautiful thing, man. Number 2, you stay getting money because it seems like you always getting money. Mm-hmm. And number 3, you were a bad motherfucker, B. Like, just a bad motherfucker, B.
I was bad.
It's funny because I think I told you this last time. I used to represent Damon Dash back like around 91, 92.
Yeah.
I was his lawyer.
Okay.
And I remember Damon, the first time I ever heard of y'all, even before the unsigned hype, was Damon Dash was supposed to manage y'all.
Yeah, he was.
He came and he had me draw up the contracts. I remember your names, your
That's
governments.
when he had the 2 other dudes.
Yeah, he had Original Flavor.
Original Flavor, that's what I'm talking about.
And Original Flavor, and I forget the other sound. The Future Sound, the Future Sound.
Okay. I don't remember them. I just remember Original Flavor.
So he was real hyped.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, I got these 2 little motherfuckers, Poetical Prophets, the whole 9. I drew up the papers, the whole 9. 2 weeks later, he comes in and he's like, yo, rip them contracts up. I'm like, what's the problem? Now, Damon used to be a problem back in the day. I mean, Damon's still a problem. He used to be a problem back in the day.
Yeah, he hot. He hot-headed, yeah.
He was like, yo, tear them contracts up. I love them motherfuckers, but those motherfuckers are too bad. I was like, what you mean too bad? He's like, I thought I was a bad motherfucker. Those motherfuckers was too bad. So for the past 20 years, I've been trying to figure out what the fuck he was talking about. And I read your book, man. Like, what the fuck, B? Like, you was into all types of craziness, B.
I mean, that's just the way we grew up, man. We was just having fun. We ain't know no better.
Fun?
You know what I mean?
That shit is...
We ain't know no better. That was our version of fun, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, what's really impressive, though, is that you come from this incredible lineage, man. Like, your family is, like, your great-great-great-grandfather founded Morehouse, B.
Yeah.
Like, that's like, did you ever grow up thinking you'd go to Morehouse, or was that even...
I never knew that until I was writing the book.
Oh, you didn't?
Nah. My mother started doing some research about our family history, and she found that out.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Have you ever done any shows at Morehouse? Have you ever been down there?
Nah, I've been down there, of course, but I never did no shows there.
That's crazy, man. Now
they got that crazy, alumni people that graduated from there.
Yeah, you might want to. That'd be ill if you had a statue.
Morehouse, man.
That'd be ill if you had a statue, though.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Prodigy on campus. Now, and then your grandmother, B.
Yeah.
Like your grandmother. Like I know your grandmother because back in the day, when I was in high school. I'm from Brooklyn. My dudes used to always go to Queens.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's in Queens? He's like, yo, the dance school, B. They got the shorties. I was like, worse. I remember, like riding the train.
That's where I got my first, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm first sex in there, man.
Yeah, I mean, riding the train from Brooklyn to Queens that shit is a journey, B. That's just like going to L.A. back in the day. Yeah. But I would go out there and it was nothing but shorties, B.
Oh, yeah, Queens, Queens is crazy.
Queens is crazy. Now, what impressed me, though, is that your grandmother used to call herself HNIC.
Yeah, that's the name that the people around her gave her.
Right.
All her friends gave her because she built her business, owned and operated her own business, you know what I'm saying, on her own by herself. Black woman, you know what I mean? Back in the 60s, 70s
and it's an institution. It was an institution. Is it still around? Is the school still around?
No, it actually closed, but another school picked up, you know what I mean? Like one of her students carried it going, but changed the name for her own thing. But she kept the legacy going. She lets people know, like, Bernie Johnson taught me this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Bernie Johnson started this right here. You know what I mean? So shout out to her. The school is called Isoda, and the girl, her name is Carrie Edge, and her family, they kept my grandmother's legacy alive with the dancing.
That's dope, man.
Business and all that. Yeah.
So what was your relationship like with your grandmother, man?
It was good, man. Like, my grandmother used to spoil me. You know what I mean? Because me and my mom's. On my mom's side of the family, they ain't had that much money. You know what I mean? My mom's from the projects. You know what I mean? My grandma from the hood too. You know what I mean? They both sides of the family from Jamaica, Queens. You know what I mean? South side. And but my grandmother became successful and started having a lot of money, and they moved to Long Island with my father, and he was young and all that. And my mom's was still in the hood, so it was like I grew up on both sides of the tracks. So by the time I was born, like I would. All throughout the week, I'm in the hood with my moms, and then on the weekend, I spend the weekend at my grandmother's house, and she be spoiling me and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Buying me stuff and showing me different things, taking me on trips to California to meet her business people that she's dealing with in her world, and just different things like that. Like she did things for me, like put me in a private elementary school. You know what I'm saying? And little things like that. You know what I mean?
Now, one thing I was thinking about. When I was looking at the early chapters is, did your grandmother have an effect on you in terms of like the value of money and how to get money in the whole nine?
Yeah, because she used to teach me. She was like always teaching me how she built her business and how she dealt with her finances. You know what I mean? And she instilled it in me to own and operate your own business. And she instilled with me to have pride in my black people. You know what I mean? And my culture. Like, she instilled really the culture in me, you know what I'm saying? And do the history of your culture and be proud of being black, you know what I'm saying? And black people could do it too. Just because, you know what I'm saying, you see these companies, whatever, they
TV and comic books and magazines.
Back in the days, it was different. The way she came up, it was serious racism.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't that many successful black companies and businesses and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So she raised me like with that hub mentality, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like back then when white people said nigga, they meant it.
Yeah, exactly. Like my grandmother would go to the car dealership and pay for a car with cash. Just to show off for the white people that worked there. You know what I'm saying? Just to show them that I'm a black woman and I'm paying for this Cadillac that costs $50,000-$60,000 cash.
Now, with a rag top.
Now on top of that, what blew me away is that your grandfather now was an accomplished and successful jazz musician.
Yeah.
And so, like, I'm reading about how when you grow up, you'd have Dizzy Gillespie in the crib.
Yeah, different people.
You'd have Ben Vereen in the crib. Like, did you realize that some special shit was going on, or were you?
I didn't know who them people were. I was a little kid, like, you know what I'm saying? I was like 7 years old, 6 years old. I didn't realize the importance of that until I got much older, you know what I'm saying? And then I was like, damn, those people were around me when I was young, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I realized, like, wow, you know, my family had some power.
Now, when I listen to your production, because you got this, you know, you go into this zone with the, you know, saying like the mood and the whole nine. You think you were affected by your grandfather's music and all of that, man?
Yeah, probably. You know what I mean? Because, you know, I grew up around him playing his jazz music, and he used to write sheet music. I used to, you know, sit in his room and sit on his lap while he was writing his sheet music and playing stuff, and he used to try to teach me how to play saxophone. So I guess that whole jazz sound was in my head, you know what I mean?
In your DNA, really.
Subliminally, without even me recognizing it or realizing it, you know what I mean?
Right. Now you got these monumental figures in your family, and then, you know, what jumps off the page is your relationship with your pops.
Yeah.
Now, your pops grew up in this successful home, but he was bad. Like, he was a bad motherfucker.
Was a bad kid, yeah.
He had a wallet with the shit bad motherfucker on it. And he taught you how to shoot guns. Now, why do you think he was like that when your family was, you know, was so accomplished, man?
Well, my pops didn't grow up with money. They became, you know what I'm saying, successful as he became like a teenager.
After he embraced the struggle.
You know what I mean? When he became a teenager, my grandmother's business started taking off. You know what I'm saying?
So coming up, he grew up not with the money.
Yeah, they grew up in the hood in South Jamaica, Queens. Like, you know what I'm saying? My grandmother started her business from the basement of her house. You know what I'm saying? And she built it into a $1 million, you know what I'm saying, company and business. So it was like growing up, he was in the streets, you know what I mean, and he saw the progression of the business, and the people around him saw, or his friends that he was dealing with saw that progression, and I guess he dealt with a lot of jealousy and a lot of things like that, and he was just running around doing what he had to do. My pops was a karate sensei. He was like a 4th, 3rd degree black belt, something crazy. He had his own karate school.
Now, did he go to war? Was he in the war?
Yeah. My pops used to go on POW missions. He was he was a Green Beret. You know what I'm saying? And my pops was serious, man. But when he was a dope fiend from the age of like 13.
Right.
Like, that was the thing back. Like, smoking weed is the thing now. Like, doing dope was the thing back then at that age, you know what I'm saying? And so they you know, I guess being in that culture, the drugs, you know what I mean, and then growing up in the hood, and then, you know, just seeing the success of his mother's business and becoming successful, I guess, you know, it kind of messed with his head a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know
and then being in the war itself is crazy. Yeah,
then he went through that, you know what I mean, as he got older, you know what I mean? He went through that stuff, and he used to tell me mad stories. He was a paratrooper. They used to go parachute in.
They used to go for missions.
POW missions, yeah.
Now, but what stood out the best though was that, you know, regardless, like, you and your father had a close relationship.
Yeah.
And you know, usually when I interview, you know, my guests, one thing that I'm really interested in is what their relationship with their pops was, because you really don't hear about that in today's industry, not in the entertainment industry. Yeah. So I thought that stood out. How you feeling these days, health wise?
I'm feeling good, you know. I'm feeling great, actually. Yeah.
When's the last time you had an attack?
4 years ago.
4 years ago.
Yeah.
Now, in your book, man, you talked about all the pain that you went through.
Yeah, I couldn't. I couldn't get through 6 months without being sick, like before. You know what I'm saying? When I was younger, because I didn't know how to control it. My family didn't know how to control it. It was like fairly new thing in the 70s. You know what I'm saying? When I was born, like, the awareness of sickle cell wasn't really like, it was something they were just figuring out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Medically, they was just figuring out what causes it, you know what I mean? The statistics of it, what triggers it, you know what I'm saying? What stops it, like, so, you know, they were still learning, and my parents were still learning, and I had to learn. Right. You know what I mean? So I was getting sick a lot as a kid, and we didn't realize that you got to do with your diet, your lifestyle, and all that. You know what I'm saying? I had to figure that out on my own. Like,
but it's remarkable. You talk about how when you change your diet, whenever you change your diet, because, you know, all of us have some issue with diet. And like, whenever you would change your diet, you'd be healthy, completely healthy, and water and the whole nine. And then you gotta be on a strict, like, militant diet. Like, you can't play with that. You can't, you eat sugar?
I mean, but I would use brown sugar. Like, you know, certain things, like, you have to be very strict. Like, you can't play at all.
Right.
Like, this is the diet. This is what you eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. There's no playing games. There's no cheating. There's no none of that.
And I think for you, it's that much more serious than somebody like, say, me, who does it to lose weight.
Yeah, because if I slip, I could go to the hospital in severe pain and be risking my death.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If I slip. You know what I'm saying? Off the plan. So that definitely keep me focusing on the right path. You know what I mean?
Now, there was a chapter in the book that I laughed, and it's not a funny subject.
Nah.
But, you know, it was the way you wrote it was humorous.
Nah.
And it was this part where you was in such a dark part of your life, and the pain was so overwhelming that you tried suicide. But you said, fuck that, because the shit was too painful.
That's really what stopped me from doing it too. Because I wanted to kill myself.
Right.
Like I started cutting my wrist. I'm like, that shit hurts. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't want to do that. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well,
I ain't mean to curse you.
No. We cursing, man. This is internet radio, man. So listen, we about to go on a break. We're in the room right now with Prodigy. You're listening to the Combat Jack Show, www.pncradio.fm. F your radio.
HNIC in the building.
Hey, yo, Ben Hameen.
Again, he did it again, Combat.
I told you, listen, Mobb Deep has hits for years. That's it. That's all you got to play. Ben, I mean, nice.
Yo, Internets, we're in the room with Prodigy, man. Mobb Deep, the infamous. How you feeling, man?
HNIC 3, man. July 3rd. That's how I'm feeling.
What can we expect, man? Because I thoroughly enjoyed HNIC 1.
Yeah.
And then, truth be told, I was sleeping on 2 until I heard it, and that shit was phenomenal. It was a quiet.
It got, it was kind of rushed a little bit, but it got some joints on there.
No, but shit was dope.
Yeah.
Shit was dope.
Thanks.
HNI 3, what can we expect?
HNIC 3, you could just expect,
will you be throwing more TVs at people?
Definitely, we throwing TVs at people on there.
Yeah.
Breaking some nose bones.
Stabbing couches, man. You stabbing couches.
You know what I mean? We skinning some people alive, all that. Nah, for real though, we got some joints on there that's hardcore, of course. You know what I mean? I got to do all of the hard joints. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? That'll never change about me. Like, that's just embedded in my brain. Like, to just attack the rhymes in a certain way. But on the album, you can expect, I got features with like T.I., I got Wiz Khalifa on there, I got Willie Taylor from Day 26, I got my young artist I'm working with, Book Baguettes, right here.
What's up, Mr. Baguettes?
Book Baguettes. Victor Moan?
Nah. Victor Moan ain't on it. But, that's not a problem. Me and Vic can get it in. You know what I mean? Because, we got the connect already. But, yeah, man, I got Estor on there. I got Havoc on there. Alchemist on production. Sid Rome's on production. Young L on production. T.I. even produced the joint on there.
Wow, how's that sounding?
Yeah, that's dope. I didn't even know he could do beats, man. He surprised me with that one.
July 3rd.
July 3rd.
4th of July Eve.
Charge.
Now, Prodigy, when you're here in the city and you go around New York, do you realize the impact that Mobb had? How really the culture of this city through the sound, through the nihilistic sound of Mobb, made the mayor Giuliani kind of change the way the city was patrolled and policed. I feel like Mobb, y'all changed like the Disneyfication of New York.
Yeah,
is the reaction to Mobb Deep sound.
I think that New York was already like that. You know what I'm saying? And New York is what created the Mobb Deep sound. Like, you know what I mean? We just made it vocal. Like, we just put it on music and put it out there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe our mentality, our little crazy young mentality, maybe changed a couple of things. You know what I'm saying? Like how we was acting or whatever. But even that was created by New York. You know what I'm saying? Like, just us growing up in New York and what New York is already is. You know what I'm saying?
How crazy is to see condos now a block away from Queensbridge?
Oh, that's very crazy.
That's crazy.
Even in Brooklyn, like on Kent Street and all that, Kent Avenue, whatever that is, it's bugged out to see
skateboards.
That back there. Word.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah, it's crazy to see all that.
So what do you got lined up for Rock the Bells, man? Tell us what you got lined up for Rock the Bells.
Rock the Bells, I'm performing HNIC 1, 2, 3. I'm be doing stuff from Return of the Mac, Prodigy of the 80s, like just all my solo stuff. You know what I'm saying? That I never got to perform that before. So, it gives me an opportunity to get my brand back out there and make my brand strong, like as strong as Mobb Deep is. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Now, when we were off air, Dallas asked you a question about.
Oh, okay. I mean, just looking at your history, you're a lightning rod. Artists rub you the wrong kind of way, and you go at them. And you've been one of the few rappers who has carried multiple beefs, at the same time. Like, I mean, some rappers have beefs, but they kind of, the way they order them, they can't be with two motherfuckers at the same time. You might have 3-4 shits going on with crews and shit.
Crews on the same block, motherfuckers across the country.
Like, I mean, like, why does that happen? I mean, is it just people don't be holding the microphone right?
Nah, sometimes we take things a little too personal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That's just how we came up. You know what I'm saying? Like, rap is real competitive, hip hop competitive, you know what I mean? And it's not just hip hop either, but you know what I mean, we talking about hip hop right now, but the world is competitive, period. Business, America is competitive, built on being a competition, like, you know what I'm saying, like capitalism and all that, you know what I mean? So but hip hop, as far as hip hop is concerned, you know what I mean, the competition and the competitiveness in hip hop is like something else, you know what I mean? Because we from the streets, and it can get that far. Like, we'll take it to the streets. It won't be just rap music, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's how we feel about it. Like, that's how passionate and serious we are about our stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
and see,
it comes from that. It comes from that.
It's always the little nigga too that you always have to watch out for.
You always got to watch out,
because that's the nigga that want to pull your shirt down and see if you got a chain on. You know what I mean? That's the nigga that
be carrying something.
That's the nigga that's always gonna set it.
I mean, like, a lot of the beefs, you know what I mean, with me, as far as I'm concerned, like, a lot of the beefs that I had in hip hop, I felt like I was in the right for saying what I had to say. You know what I mean? Like, I never was really the type of person that like start a problem for no reason. Like that's really not in my character. Maybe growing up a little bit, you know what I mean, before I learned how to humble myself and conduct myself in business, you know what I mean? Growing up, we would do wild stuff like rob people, beat people up for no reason and stuff like that. But once we became rappers and we had to deal with business in the corporate world, we toned it down a bit. You know what I'm saying? And really,
you would just bust your guns occasionally.
And we learned that, like, you just can't flip for no reason.
Right.
Like, if let somebody do something at least. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't just be flipping for no reason. So we learned that, and that's how I would carry myself. So I would only say something about another rapper if they did something or said something that wasn't right. I would bring it up. I would make an issue out of it. Like, you know what I mean?
Now round of applause to you for LALA.
All right.
Because that was a very turbulent time in hip hop across the board, across the coast, and we were getting shitted on. And the cats that, at the time, alive or rest in peace, definitely wasn't going back. Firing back. And I remember it was a very frustrating time being in New York and nobody going back at the West Coast.
Yeah, it was just Biggie and Mobb Deep.
But it was really Mobb Deep because even Biggie didn't go at them.
Yeah, he wasn't. He was saying little subliminal. He was doing jabs. Right, he was still doing it though.
But y'all went full on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And LA was a strong song.
Yeah.
Like, it gave still is a strong song. Gave a lot of motherfuckers pride. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of ironic that that's the seed that kind of, in a sense, created the beef with you and Jay.
Yeah, definitely.
You want to expound on that?
Yeah, I mean, because, when the whole thing started, you know what I mean, rest in peace of Tupac and Biggie, you know what I'm saying? When the whole thing started, we took it personal when Snoop was kicking down our buildings and all that, so.
Kicking them too, B.
Stomping through, Queens or whatever. He was stomping through Queens too. Like, that was a Queens building that he kicked over. That was the Citibank building. That's why we took it so personal, really. Like,
they probably shot that at Silver Cup too.
Yeah, probably.
Up the block, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So anyway, when Snoop did that, we took that real personal. You know what I'm saying? That's like going and kicking over the Watts Towers. Yeah. Like, if we did that, like,
and we was giving
how
them
would
love.
they feel?
We was giving them
you know
love.
What I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
So, we took that kind of personal and we went back at him, and that's when, you know, Pac was just signed over there, so he went back at us. You know what I mean? He was the one that was like, all right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna handle this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, that popped off, and it is what it is, and everything happened. It turned out the way it turned out. It was sad how, you know, everything turned out and everything.
And it was probably frustrating, too, that you really couldn't go back at him fully because he was now no longer with us.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, you know, when he got into his little drama and, you know, when Pac got murdered, we pulled our record off the radio. We had Drop a Gem on the radio, you know what I mean, going at him. Like, that was, after he made Hit It Up, we was like, oh, Pac want to say something now? All right, let's go at Pac. You know what I'm saying? So first it was Snoop, then we focused our energy on Pac. You know what I mean? So we had Drop a Gem on and was on the radio, and it was probably on the radio for a few days.
Right.
It just came out, and then he got murdered, and we actually called all the stations and they'll pull the record. We don't play that record no more. You know what I'm saying? Out of respect of his family.
Of course. Out of
respect of him. You know
can't
what I'm
fight a dead man.
So, you know, after all of that, you know, and then we lost Biggie, you know what I'm saying? So then, you know, years later, you know, Jay-Z comes out with this song, Money, Cash Hoes or whatever, and he had that line, you know what I mean? New York been soft ever since Snoop came through and crushed the buildings. And I'm the type of rapper, I pay attention to every little fucking thing that every rapper say. Cause I write lyrics. I'm listening to your lyrics. I'm listening to how you say it, where you lay the bars on the parts of the beat that your bars drop, like all of that. I'm a fan of lyrics. So I'm gonna check out every lyric, and I'm checking out if rappers is dissing other rappers, if you taking jabs, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what we do. It's hip hop.
Subliminal
It's a sport. It's a sport.
We paying attention.
You active in the sport.
Yeah. So when he said that line, I'm like, what is he talking about? New York been soft ever since Snoop came through and crushed the building.
Which New York is he talking about?
Then he said, I'm trying to restore the feeling. But this is something that happened like 4 years ago. Like I don't know what exact time frame it was. I'm just guessing, but like this is like years later. You know what I'm saying? And now he's saying something about this. Like, weird dog. Like, why? Like, why did you just do that? Because now you
like
making me.
You never heard our song?
Now I'm about to say something about what you just said. Now, like, you thought you was just gonna say that and nobody was gonna say nothing. And you bugging. You know what I'm saying? So I remember me and Fat Joe was sitting in the Loud office, and because he was with Pun, you know what I mean? He had Pun signed to him through Loud, you know what I mean? So we was in the Loud office just chilling and whatnot. And I overheard Joe saying, and this is around the time Jay-Z came out that line, and I already felt the way I felt about what he said. So I'm in the office chilling, and I overheard Fat Joe say, hey, yo, could you believe this nigga? He wasn't even talking to me. He was like, yo, could you believe this nigga Jay-Z said that shit? New York been soft ever since. I looked at Fat Joe, I said, yo, I said the same thing to myself the other day, son. I said, that's crazy that you just said that, yo. I was just saying the same thing to myself. He was like, word, that nigga bugging for saying that. Like, what's up with that nigga? I said, yeah, that's crazy, yo. Word. So anyway, I had came out and said something in the Source magazine like, yo, Jay's a bitch ass nigga for saying that. Right. Straight up, you a bitch. You wait till everything dies down, everything is over, it's safe.
It's safe.
You know what I'm saying? Or you think it's safe or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And now it's okay to say something, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
that's the Source issue with you on the cover, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The split cover with me and Exhibit.
Okay.
So that's how it started. You know what I'm saying? That's how the whole beef with me and Jay started. And actually right before I had said that in the Source, we was in Soundtrack Studio, we were working on Murder Music and H&IC album, you know what I'm saying, around that time. And Nas was in the studio right next to us. Like we were in Studio A, he was in Studio B.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I used to go over to Studio B, kick it with Nas. So one day I'm talking to Nas, I'm like, yo, son, I said, yo, you hear how Memphis Bleak keep taking jabs at you, talking about your life is written and all this shit, like, and then Jay-Z had said did something subliminal, and then I had noticed that, like, after the Shook Ones videos with, like, when we had the football Hennessy shirts and the plastic cups, Jay-Z all of a sudden had a video in the projects with a football jersey and, you know what I mean, holding cups or whatever and doing what they doing. It looked like they was just, like, taking from us a little bit, you know what I'm saying, and taking jabs at Nas. You know what I'm saying? And then he said the line, and I took offense to that shit. So I'm just like, all these pieces fuck this nigga. I told Nas that, you know what I'm saying? I said, yo, this nigga is trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, this nigga is trying to play niggas, son.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck this nigga on some real shit. We need to start going at this nigga. Like, he's playing games. You know what I'm saying? So Nas was like, nah, chill, son. You know what I mean? That shit ain't about nothing. You know what I mean? He ain't nobody to be dissing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, well, if you ain't going to do it with me, I'm going to do it by myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he's like, all right, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, fuck it, cool. And that's, like, the next day I did the Source interview.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I said, yo, Jay, the bitch ass
Fired
nigga for
shots
saying
in the
that,
whole
boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? I just had the conversation with Nas and I told him, I said, all right, you don't want to do it? I'm going to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, boom. So I'm going to do it by myself, rather. So I did that, and then, you know, Jay was quiet about it. He ain't say nothing right away. You know what I'm saying? So then the Summer Jam shit come up, and he makes the song Takeover, right? Now the song Takeover is about me. It's not about Nas.
It's about you.
Yeah, the whole song is about Mobb Deep and me, basically, you know what I'm saying? And he just said, as Nas. You know what I'm saying? He don't want it with Hov, you know what I'm saying?
He just bust a straight shot at him.
Yeah, he just said, as Nas.
Right.
But he talking about me. He telling me to ask Nas.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm listening to the song, right, on the radio, like a day before Summer Jam, or a few days before Summer Jam, listen to the song. I'm like, yo, well, Hot 97 was playing it. Or it might have been the day of Summer Jam or something like that. I'm listening to the song, I'm like, wow, this nigga went. Oh, I said, all right, cool.
It's on now.
All right, cool, let's do it. Right, you know what I'm saying? So then, you know, I guess when he said Nas' name in that song, Nas must have been like, all right, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I see what Pete talk about. Fuck it. We got to go in on this nigga now. So, you know, I started doing little mixtape songs and little bullshit songs about this nigga. Like, I was more on some angry shit. Like, nigga, in my rhymes, I'm like, nigga, we gonna kill you when we see you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't trying to be all, like, ill with the bars and make an ill song. Like, I was just like, nigga, we gonna fuck you up when we see you, dogs. You fronting, you don't live that life. Right. Stop fronting, dogs. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's, but I'm just angry. The anger is coming out of me now, 'cause I'm like, oh, I'm already upset at this nigga, and I'm just got angry. Nas came at it from a different angle. He came at it from a creative and strategic angle, and he made that Ether song. You know what I'm saying? And he just took over the drama from there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He just took over from there, like, all right, you know what I mean? Oh, and something funny happened too around that time. Like, Nas started dissing me.
Yeah.
At the same time as he dissed Jay-Z.
It was kind of crazy.
He made a song dissing me.
Right, the Build and Destroy.
Yeah, talking about Build and Destroy. I'm like, hold up, he got a song dissing me too? I said, what the fuck? I was just with this nigga. Telling him, like, let's go at Jay-Z.
I got your back.
You know what I'm saying? So that kind of fucked me up.
Now, you talk like you have a really interesting relationship with Nas.
Yeah.
What describe what your relationship with Nas is, man?
It's just a relationship through Havoc. You know what I mean, basically, and through, you know, Queensbridge, just dealing with Havoc's friends, and that's how I met Nas. You know what I'm saying? And you know, of course, they looking at me like, he's not from the projects. Where's he from? Long Island. Like
you, the outside.
Like people from the boroughs have a tendency, not everybody, have a tendency to look at people from Long Island or, like, you know, a residential neighborhood type place.
Unless it's wine dance.
Yeah, it's like, or Connecticut or even some parts of Jersey or whatever. They like that. Are you from where? Fuck out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't serious or something. So, you know, I had that little, I don't know what you call that. Like, people was looking at me like that. You know what I'm saying?
Always kind of trying to dismiss you.
Yeah. So, you know, not everybody, but you know,
certain cats.
Yeah. I would say most of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Most of them was like, that's half a homeboy from Long Island. He ain't nobody. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's how Nas looked at me. You know what I'm saying? And it took for me to, like, you know, be around more. He had to learn my style, learn, you know, my actions, and learn my music, and see that, oh, all right, this kid is all right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's normal. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? I understand that, because I would probably be doing the same thing.
Right.
And thinking the same way. You're not from my neighborhood, nigga. Who the fuck is you? Right. You know what I'm saying? So.
And why is my people's fucking with you?
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people had that attitude towards me. You know what I'm saying? So that was how our relationship started, me and Nas. You know what I'm saying? And I guess, you know, over the years, it got a little better, you know what I'm saying? And we started, you know, kicking it sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And it got cool. But I always looked up to Nas.
Right. It's very evident that you always respected,
you know what I'm saying?
Nas.
Like, even to this day, like,
right.
you know what I'm saying? Even when he was when we was beefing with each other, like, I always looked up to him as one of my favorite rappers ever. Like, he made me better just by listening to his music. It made me be like, damn, hold up, I better get my shit together. Like, right. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. So, you know, that's my relationship with him, and that's how I look at him, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing but love and respect for him, man.
He even inspired you to get your teeth fixed.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, he inspired me to hit the dentist up, you know what I'm saying? And fix my joints, you know what I'm saying?
It's ill because before you, I thought the rappers with the best smile in the game was the LEP Bogus Boys, man. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, Fame got some.
Fame got some good teeth?
He's got some good teeth.
Yeah. What do you think about Nas' song Daughters, man?
The Daughters one, I mean, it's cool that he did a song like that, but, you know, I'm not really into that song, you know what I'm saying? To tell you the truth, like, it's cool though. That I respect that he did that. That's real. Like, we need songs like that. You know what I mean? To show love to the daughters. That's what's up, man. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's just not something that I like.
It's not your lane.
Yeah, I like Nas's other records. I like the one with Super Cat on the chorus. I like the newer one that he got. Like, you know, I like the more harder stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I was going to ask you to talk about. Ask P about. I can ask you about. Kind of skipping forward when you got with 50 Cent and G Unit, and you saw another part of the game that you hadn't experienced prior to being with them. What did you see through G Unit? I mean, what did they expose you to?
Just private planes, longer world tours.
How about the bitches?
More females, bigger parties. You know what I'm saying? Like, just being around more upscale type of people and upscale parties and just, you know, different circles of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, that I wasn't around before. And different types of environments that I wasn't around before. You know what I mean? Like, we had success before. We traveled the world before G Unit, and we was on tour and
you sold records in the whole nine.
Yeah, but, you know, success was on another level though.
Right.
50 success was on another level. You know what I'm saying? So he just showed us that other level. That's all. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now, you talk about how in your crew, you was always trying to take the whole crew, elevate the whole crew to the next level.
Yeah.
And you was like, in the sense, the disciplinarian, and you was like, we got to do this and you got to do that. And you know,
it took me time to learn how to do that. Right. Though. But it wasn't from the beginning.
Right. But when it hit you, you talked about your struggle, you know, with Havoc and everybody like, yo, we got to be this and that. And niggas like, oh man, whatever. And you felt that struggle. And then when you went over to G Unit, you saw that with 50.
Yeah, I saw that's exactly what he was.
And that was kind of like the bond that you guys, like the similarity in terms of the discipline and seeing better not only for yourself, but for your people, for your team.
Me and 50 relate to each other very well.
Right.
Right.
When's the last time you spoke to 50, man?
I was with him yesterday.
Oh, really? What, y'all working on anything together, man?
Yeah, we probably do something in the future, you know what I'm saying? Some music or whatever. But right now, we working on both. He's working on his solo album about to drop, and I got mine's about to drop. We about to both drop in July, as a matter of fact.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Now, you did Hollywood, too, man. You've done some movies, man. You've done some movies, man.
Low budget, you know what I'm saying? Nothing major.
But you worked with some great actors. Like you worked with Jeffrey Wright, who was arguably like he's one of the top actors out there.
Definitely.
Like tell us how you go from like rap to like Hollywood, and you know, you're traditionally not an actor, but now you're working with the best actors, man.
Oh man, from doing that movie was a good experience, man. Blackout, that's the name of that movie right there. And it was Jeffrey Wright was in it, and the girl from Avatar. What's that girl's name?
Zoe Saldana.
Zoe Saldana was in it also. Yeah.
She fine and like that in real.
I was gonna
dope. I
was gonna say the blue one, but they all blue in there.
Yeah. So the fine blue one. Right?
Okay, I know who you're talking about.
The finest blue.
Yeah. So anyway, that was a dope experience because, you know, at that time Zoe Saldana, she was just an up and coming actress, but Jeffrey Wright was an established actor.
You beat Zoe? You beat?
Nah.
Put your finger on that?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good money. But Yeah, so working with Jeffrey Wright, I told him on the set, like, yo, man, love your movies, dog. Like, especially the part he played in Shaft. You know what I mean? He was stabbing himself with the ice pick in his chest.
Did you see Basquiat?
Oh, yeah, I seen Basquiat. That was ill, too. Crazy, that was ill. And, couple more, like the 007 movie, he was in Casino Royale.
Exactly.
Like, he did some dope parts, man. He's a very versatile actor. He could play many different roles. Like, so I could respect that and appreciate that, because, you know, it's a craft that I'm trying to learn. I actually study the craft, you know what I mean, of movie making and acting. Like, I study it, like, you know what I mean, I pay attention.
And he gave you tips too. Like, he really, from what I got, he embraced you as opposed to, you know, like, another rapper trying to.
Nah, he's down to earth, and he could tell when somebody's serious about something and when they're not. You know what I'm saying? So he seen that I was serious about it, and we was kicking it on the set, and he was just like, yo, don't worry, man, when we do the fighting scene, just go ahead and push me, you know what I'm saying? He like, just go ahead and push me, grab me, make it look real, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, that's
I can make it look real. So, yo, how has the world changed? You've been out long enough now to really let things sink in, man. How has the world changed, man, from the 3 years you was away to now, man? Like, what's changed about the world? From your perspective, from your eyes, like it's like this shit is really going down.
I would say, more the technology. You know what I'm saying? Really, that's the only thing I really see that changes, the technology, and maybe I can't even say it's anything else, because the technology is what's making everything else happen. Like New York is safer.
New York is
right now,
but like Dallas was saying, he feels that New York is safe because of you.
New York is safer because of technology. There's cameras on every corner.
There's cameras everywhere.
On every project. Right. There's cameras at every train station. Like, you're not just going to be doing shit like back in the days, like how we grew up.
We came a long way from beepers.
There's more police on the street than ever before.
Crazy.
More undercover cops on the train. They didn't used to have that back in the day. Like when wasn't there Bernard Getz? Got shot, or he shot somebody. Yeah, they didn't. There wasn't no, like, it wasn't.
It was lawless.
It was like limited amounts of undercover cops on the train. You know what I mean?
You going back to the Koch days, though, yeah.
Yeah, so it was wild, like, on the train. We used to smoke weed on the train.
Yes, indeed.
In the car, like.
Smoke weed, drink 40s.
We didn't go in between cars and smoke weed. We used to smoke.
But you can't even go in between cars right now.
No, you can't do that no more?
Like, we used to ride in between the cars before. Right. You know what I'm saying? All the way.
But don't tell me Prodigy. Don't tell me
Prodigy
is still riding the train, though.
Nah, I rode the train the other day.
A word?
Yeah.
That was the B train, Prodigy, you were taking back then to Coney Island, right? The B train.
Nah, it wasn't the B.
No, you didn't take
it.
It
was the D.
D? Okay.
Yeah, where were you going for you to get on the train, B?
I was coming to the city from Queens.
By yourself?
Nah, me and my son.
Oh, and did anybody rush you?
Nah. Some people was like, yo, what up, yo? Like, they was looking like,
so you're not above that?
Nah, I mean, it's just, what's wrong? It's like taking a cab.
Of course, but
we New Yorkers, yo.
But you know certain cats, like certain cats is true New Yorkers until they get that money.
I mean, like, I'm not, my superstar level ain't on that level, like, well, I can't take the train, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I could walk down the street and people won't recognize me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, right away, you know what I'm saying? Or most people just won't recognize me at all. Because I'm just not on that crazy level.
Right.
Now, I've seen you on the street, and I just don't want to bother you.
No, you don't want to get bothered.
Yeah, no, I've seen him on the street with his son.
Yeah.
You know, one time on the west side, you know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, Prodigy. But I'm like, you know, I respect your space enough. You know what I mean? And just be like, yeah.
How long ago?
Oh man, I think before you went in, because you were on the west side, like on 11th Avenue.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to go. Yeah, you know what I mean? But, yeah.
You may have caught the fade that day, Dallas.
No. He was with his son.
His son would have kicked you. Maybe he would have snuffed you.
He was with his son, and not only that, but seeing you with your son also made me say, you know what? Boom, you know, dynamite. You know what I mean? Like, you know. Yeah.
So how have you changed, B? How has jail changed you? Like the success where you are right now. Like who is Prodigy right now, man?
Jail was the best thing that happened to me.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Jail turned my life around mentally, physically, spiritually, all that. But like most importantly, you know, of course, my health. You know what I'm saying? Physically, you know that, because without that, I can't have nothing else.
Right.
But after that comes, like, you know, mentally, I changed my ways, you know what I'm saying? Because I was real violent. angry, like, you know what I mean? I think those two are just perfect words. You know what I mean?
Right.
I was just mad.
Maybe act off an impulse real quick.
Yeah, impulsive, like just without thinking, just flip out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'll tell you, Prodigy, I've been away before. From now on, whenever something happens or I see something, I approach it different. You know what I mean? Because
you wasn't approaching it different last year.
Well,
at the barbecue.
Oh, yeah, but that was just a fight, man. That was just like somebody.
It was just a fight.
Nah, man, listen.
Blame it on the alcohol. Blame it on the alcohol.
That too. That was like some ammunition.
Prodigy could attest to this. In the yard, you've been upstate, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, in the yard, it's crazy, man. It's crazy in the yard.
Yeah.
And like, you know, when we were in a bring your own blogger barbecue with a whole bunch of people, and some dude stepped to me, but there's so many people around, you got to protect your surroundings because you don't know who is coming on the side of you or whatever's going. I thought I was in the yard. Okay,
you was acting like
a flashback.
Yeah,
except at the bring your own blogger barbecue, the kid trying to snuff you from the side is a Chinese dude.
They're Chinese people in jail, not many.
And no karate, man.
But they're Chinese people. They will
careful,
give you,
man.
They will give you a crescent kick to the forehead.
This is not a Chinese dude knowing karate. This is a Chinese dude who just knows how to fold dumplings.
So you're working on your second book, man.
Yeah.
Tell us about that, man.
The second book is basically about my prison experience and like what happened, you know, when I came home. Like, you know what I mean? Just you know, because the first book ends before I even get out. You know what I mean? So, and the first book, it doesn't talk about the prison experience too much. It's just like little pieces in between my life story. You know what I'm saying? That's how I did it. Like, I was in jail just flashing back on my life story. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like real bit, like 3 pages each. You know what I'm saying? Of jail stuff or whatever. So I wanted to write a book just to tell the experience from beginning to end of what I went through, all the changes I went through, and you know what I mean, everything I had to deal with, you know, like, you know, just how I learned to, you know, change my ways a little bit, you know what I mean, dealing with certain COs, inmates.
Learn to live without.
Little things that happened in there, you know what I mean, fights that happened in there, just different things, you know what I mean, that I didn't get to touch on in the book. You know what I mean?
Did you have any fights in it?
I had one fight before I left, you know what I mean, but it was plenty of fights and people getting cut and stabbed and
all day.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I don't know about you, but for me, the breakfast fights were the best because it was like you weren't even awake, and
breakfast fights.
No,
I'm saying like when you go to breakfast.
Waffles?
Okay, you don't
People
have to
be angry in the morning.
like
in the morning,
like
in jail, in prison. You come out yourself from chow in the morning, niggas is tight, yo.
Tight. Just because you waking up.
Yeah, you mad as hell. You just woke up and you still in jail. You like, fuck.
Yeah.
Sometimes you know how you wake up in the morning, you forget where you at. You be like, damn.
This shit is real.
Well, I'll tell you one thing.
Like, damn, you in jail still.
When I was in the dorm, because I went from like mediums to like maxes, and then went down to mediums as my time went down. So when I was in the dorms, yo, I slept with one eye open for that whole night. Like, I did total 3 years. I did, 4 months in the box. The rest of the time was in maxes, then was in mediums to go down to Eagle in Queens. But the point I'm trying to make is, for me, I slept with one eye open when I was in the dorm. That shit almost made me cockeyed. By the time I came home, because I was always just, whose bed was getting burnt, you know. But I'll tell you one thing. Commissary.
Yeah.
The worst commissary is the one they have in the yards. You know, you got to go through the goddamn yard from your commissary. Yo, do you know? And what you got all your shit, motherfucker.
A lot of people getting raw for their commissary in the yard.
Yo, I never forget. Like after that, like I had a dude. Like, let me tell you something. No sucker shit. But I had a dude that didn't have much, and people like that in there. So he wasn't like, I'm like, yo. Like, he's like, all I would love is some ice cream sandwiches and some crackhead soups. So I would hit him off every.
Wait.
Like,
no, you gotta. I'm uninformed. What's a crackhead soup?
So it's
ramen noodles.
Ramen noodle. I mean, probably the chicken and the beef flavor.
Shrimp?
Not shrimp.
I don't fuck with the shrimp.
Smoked baby clams, but that's on Rikers. You know what I mean? But
you need to do a jail cookbook, Pete.
I mean, maybe.
Thurston Howell.
There was some souffle in there, chicken. Like, for me, I'm an Italian dude.
I learned how to cook.
You know what's so crazy?
Yeah.
Yo, that's you.
And you already knew how to cook before you went in, right?
Yeah, but I was locked up with this Rasta dude. He taught me how to cook Jamaican food.
Oh, some Ital and all
he
that?
taught me how to spice up Jamaican food. make it taste like
So your culinary powers is illmatic right now.
Jail culinary powers. You know what I loved about that? People made the best of what they had. Like, remember what they used to have the tops for the cans? People used to put it underneath the table so they could chop up, like, you know, whatever they had. But like, what I really loved is like, there were dudes in there who just had a spoon, but he was in on a dish because he had a spoon, or somebody who had the Tupperware. You know what I mean? Or somebody who had the pasta, somebody that had the mozzarella.
Everybody,
you know what I mean?
puts in, especially on holidays and stuff like that.
How was the holidays? How was the holidays for you behind bars, man?
It was cool. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't the type of person that get all sad and. Like, fuck out of here with that shit. Nigga, you in jail already. There's nothing you could do about it.
Right.
What the fuck you gonna be all sad for? Like, you depressing me, nigga. Like, so I wasn't the type of person to be all sad. Like, yo, damn, I don't want to go home. It's Christmas, man.
And it seemed like you
I gotta get out of here, man.
You owned your jail time. Like, you took responsibility for that,
That's
man.
the corniest shit on earth, man. Like, it's so corny for you to be in jail complaining about being in jail.
Right.
You just pissing niggas off. Like, shut up, dogs. We all locked up in here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, crazy.
So are you less angry right now? You were talking about how you were angry before. Are you no longer like that angry or that grudge on you the whole nine?
Yeah, definitely less angry, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely that. Cause, I just learned that, thank you. I just learned that, you know, it's not good for business, man.
Right.
You know, I was beefing with a lot of rappers. Like, that shit is corny, man. Cause, you know what I mean? I really didn't care if we get into fights or shootouts and stuff like that. I didn't care if that happened, like, to tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, jail made me care a little more because I don't want to go back in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And I want to be successful in business.
I don't ever want to see you go back, man. I don't ever.
And it's not just that. I learned that you shouldn't do that to people. You got to be. You know, try to be nice to people, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not just about going to jail. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just about going to jail.
The new Zen of Prodigy is,
man, it just ain't right, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, P, here's something that I know the internet is going to request. For your staging at Rock the Bells, no live band, right?
Nah, there's no live band.
All right. Just you and a DJ.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Because the internets, the purists, they're not ready to accept you yet with a live band. Maybe another 20 years in Vegas.
So we did events with live bands. Like when I first came home, we did the Best Buy.
Yes, we were there.
Yes,
we
had the live band, and you know that was cool. You know what I'm saying? It's to me. It's cool to do it for like a special event, like for example, how Jay-Z did the rock, Radio City Music Hall. You know what I'm saying?
And MTV Unplugged,
had the tuxedo on, the live band. Like that's cool. You know what I'm saying? You make an event out of it, but you know something like Rock the Bells, that's nah. You don't use no live band for Rock the Bells. Rock the Bells, you just get out there and thug it out. You spit your joint, you get all sweaty on stage, you know what I'm saying? Just hip hop.
No band, straight.
That's hip hop concert. You know what I'm saying?
Going back to the anger though, man, because I think I connected with you on this level, man. Like, as a child, all you felt was pain.
Yeah.
And you think do you think that's where like all that darkness and all that anger came from? Because that's what I saw.
It helped out a lot.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It definitely helped out a lot because it just made me not care. Like it just made me an angry person.
As a little kid too, man.
Mad at the world.
Yeah.
Mad at God. Just mad at everything. Like that shit. You know what I mean. It made me all quiet and just
introverted,
just
and
mad. Like you know what I'm saying. But you know, I get that's definitely was a major factor in my mentality was the pain I was going through. I just didn't understand that shit growing up. When I was like 5, 6, 7 years old, like I'm like, why do I have to go through this? You know what I'm saying?
And nobody around you is going through that but you.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like
you ever get therapy, man?
Yeah, my mom's put me like that right after I almost tried to kill myself thing. She put me in a psychiatrist for like a week.
Right.
But then, I realized, I told my mom, like, you wasting your money because I was the type of person, like, the pain definitely made me like, I was serious, like, as a kid. Like, I was a serious little kid. Like, I didn't really, like,
you saw a lot of death also because you go to the hospitals.
Yeah, I've been in the hospitals, little kids dying of leukemia next to me, and I seen years of that. You know what I'm saying? Just different, things.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
you know, at the psychiatrist, I'm sitting there looking at this dude like this.
White dude, black dude?
White dude.
Right.
He was real cool, too. I got a funny story to tell about that dude, too. So I'm sitting there, I'm a little kid, man. I'm like 10, 11 or something like that. And I'm just looking, I'm like this. Like, there's nothing you could tell me. Like, what are you going to say to me?
You can't give me a lollipop.
What are you going to say to me? Like, for real, like, there's nothing you can tell me.
Right.
What are you going to say? You're going to try to, it's going to be all right.
Cheer up.
Why are you need to just think positive. Like, I don't know, there's nothing you could tell me at that age. Like, I'm just sitting there looking at him like he's stupid. So he realized that too. You know what I'm saying? So I told my mom, like, listen, you wasting your money. Because this ain't doing nothing, to tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be all right. I don't want to kill myself no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm good.
So she was like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? Once she realized that. And, the psychiatrist dude, the funny story I got to tell, right? Because I was like 11, 12, I think, when the psychiatrist thing happened, right? Something like that, around that age, maybe. And years later, maybe in 90, 94, 95, when Mobb Deep was on tour, and we in the hotel, right? And we was like in Florida or Cali somewhere, and we had some chicks with us. We go to the jacuzzi outside. I'm walking to the jacuzzi. I see the psychiatrist nigga sitting in the jacuzzi with a chick. I'm like, oh, what up? He was like, oh, what up, man? He remembered me too. Right. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, remember I used to go see you on Queens Boulevard, yo, right next to Left Rack. You know what I mean? He was like, oh shit, what up, man? You know what I'm saying? He's like, what you doing out here? I said, man, we rap, man. We on tour right now. You know what I'm saying? That was ill, word.
Did he know who you were?
Yeah, he remembered. Nah, he didn't. I don't think he didn't like follow rap music or nothing like that. But he remembered me from back in the days. So.
Classic.
So this is the kindler, gentler Prodigy. Are we expecting any beef? Rock the Bells this year?
Nah,
you don't have no beef with anybody, man.
Nah, man. And to tell you the truth, when I came home, man, I was reaching out to people I was beefing with before I went to jail.
Who'd you reach out to, man?
Like Rick Ross, Nas. You know what I'm saying? Jim Jones, you know what I mean? Just different people that I might have had something that's wrong to say about. Right. I said maybe something negative that I shouldn't have said. You know what I'm saying? Right. I felt bad about. You know what I'm saying?
How'd they receive you, man?
You know, even Jadakiss and all of that. I ain't had no beef with Jadakiss. I never said nothing about him. But it's a situation that came up with Sheek Luce. Well, I said I didn't really like Sheek Luce out of the locks. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, I shouldn't have said that. You know what I'm saying? Right. That was whack. You know what I mean? On some real shit. That was whack. You know what I mean? Just keep your little opinion to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, you know, because that's corny. It's bad. It's not good for business. It's not good for business. It's not good for business.
It's not good for health either,
man. It's gonna be a problem, man. It's gonna be a problem. Like, you know what I mean? And at that time, I didn't care about the problem. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm like, nah, I don't want that problem, man. You know what I'm saying? Only if I have to. You know what I'm saying? Right. If you got it, if nigga, all right, cool. Don't push me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because I still don't care. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just trying to chill. You know what I'm saying? Well,
now, how's business now, man? How's business been, man?
Business is great right now.
Nice.
It's just
nice.
It's just starting off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We building a company from the ground up. We building Infamous. You know what I mean? We already got the brand name, but now we building the physical, actual moving parts of a company. You know what I'm saying?
Staffing up.
Yeah, staffing, marketing, promotion, just different things that you got to do to have an actual up and running company that works. So this is what we doing right now. You know what I'm saying? And we got a deal with Sony Red, a distribution deal. Nice. We got a real distribution deal. Nice. So it's not like, you know, some fake deal where they're getting, they only get a 15% distribution fee. You know what I'm saying? And the rest of the money, that's
money.
The companies. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's what we're going through right now. And the first actual full-length album to come out during this deal is HNIC3.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
July 3rd, internet.
Yeah, July
Don't
3rd,
download that shit. Don't mediafy that shit. Cop that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
iTunes.
But to tell you the truth,
Amazon.
If you want to download it, you go ahead and download that bitch.
Don't encourage them, bitch.
Just make sure that you burn all your friends' copies and you tell them, yo, this is the hottest album I ever heard in my life.
And play it at your barbecue.
Share it with everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, 4th of July barbecues are going to have some good music.
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. Definitely is going to be some good music out there this summer. It's going to be crazy.
Now, I'm going to tell you I was worried, man, because I appreciated all your beefs. Like, all your beefs added spice to the life. But I don't ever want to see you beefing with Havoc, man. That shit, like, whatever, that shit hurt my soul, B.
Yeah, that's
like,
that's not even real. That ain't real. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all are good. That shit is completely fabricated.
That wasn't real. That was something corny that somebody was trying to. It's like every time I put out a solo album that happens, like the first time I put out HNIC 1, you know, we had people in our circle that was
trying to undermine.
Yo, P don't fuck with Ham no more. Yo, he doing his solo product. And then we be like, what are you talking about? And then it spreads out everywhere and everybody starts talking about it and the rumors start spreading. So it's the same thing that's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? They see me moving. They see me getting this company going. They see me like, oh, listen, I'm putting this album out. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. It's go time. You know what I mean? So they take that as, oh, P ain't fucking with Hab now. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, P, real quick.
Yeah.
How ill does it feel to have like the New York Knicks bench named after Mobb Deep?
That's
dope.
That's a dope Knicks hat too.
Oh, thank you. Courtesy of this man over here. How did you feel about that?
That was amazing. Like I had woke up one day and I was checking my Twitter page and I seen that Spike Lee had tweeted that Mobb Deep was a good name that fit the bench. You know what I'm saying, for the Knicks. So I was like, what is he talking about? So I started checking other Twitter pages and all that, see what was going on, and I see that, you know, they was trying to come up with a nickname for them, and they chose Mobb Deep. You know what I mean? So that was ill to me. I was like, wow, that was an honor.
They had it on 34th Street, on the billboards.
That was an honor.
Commercials.
They had a billboard on 34th?
Well, they had the video.
Oh, okay, yeah, right there on Madison Square Garden, right? Yeah.
I mean, maybe you could be playing for them next year, Pete.
I was gonna say, Mobb Deep have more hits than the Knicks bench.
Yeah.
Mobb Deep don't play basketball, B.
I mean, I'm really not into sports. It's bad, man. Like, I wish I was into sports. Like, I guess growing up with the sickle cell thing, I never really played. I never just...
Is your son into sports?
Yeah, he plays everything. Baseball, football, basketball, all
That's
that.
nice, man.
Yeah.
And y'all have a great relationship.
Yeah.
How old is he right now?
He's 16.
And you have two?
Yeah, I got a son and a daughter.
Okay, so wait, he's 16 now. So you said when you were 7 that your pops taught you how to shoot a gun for the first time, right?
Yep.
So was that lesson passed on?
It wasn't really passed on.
Okay.
But when my son turned 7, he asked me to learn how to shoot the house shotgun. We have a shotgun in our house.
Okay.
A legal gun.
Right.
And at the gun dealership where we bought the gun from, you know what I mean? The guy that owns the gun store, he asked me, because, you know, we got to go through the process, the FBI background check, and you got to fill out.
Right, yeah, there's a whole bunch of red tape. It takes a while.
License. All right, so boom. The guy in the store, one of the questions is, do you have kids in the house? You know what I'm saying? And I said, yeah. He said, how old are they? I said, they was about 4, 5 at that time. He said, well, when your kids get a little bit older, you know what I mean, you have to bring them in to the gun range to teach them to shoot the firearm if you're going to have the firearm in the house.
Okay.
Because he said this is what a lot of people do, and it's a good idea. Because if a kid is curious about the gun and he doesn't know the power that weapon has, he'll touch it and something bad can happen. You know what I'm saying? But if you take the kid to the gun range and he feels the power of that weapon and he hears the sound and sees, he'll never touch that weapon in the house. You know what I'm saying? Because he know what that can do. You know what I mean?
Sense.
So when my son turned 7, he actually asked me. He said, "Yo," I said, "What you want for your birthday?" He said, "Yo, teach me how to shoot the shotgun." I said, "You serious?" He surprised the hell out of me when he said that. Right? I said, "You serious?"
Right.
He said, "Yeah." And I always remember what the gun store dude said. So I said, "All right, come on." And I took him to the place where I bought the shotgun. You know what I'm saying? They have a shooting range underneath the store. You know what I'm saying? So I spoke to the guy. I said, "Yeah, I brought my son back." He said, "All right, cool, yeah." Gave us the things, the headphones, you know, the glasses,
right.
And we went in there and we shot at targets. And you know, his first shot was a headshot. You know what I mean?
Wow.
I was like, "Yo,
that's crazy."
You know, and I told him, I said, "Yo, I'm not gonna let you shoot this shotgun unless you can cock it back by yourself. If you can't hold it and cock it back by yourself, I'm not gonna let you do it." So he did it. He said, I was like, okay, you got it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, make sure you hold it tight because it's just going to jump up.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Now, did that trigger memories with you and your pops?
Yeah, but with me and my pops, we wasn't no safety guy.
Yeah, it wasn't organized.
You know what I'm saying? There wasn't no safety ear things,
right.
shooting range. We in the basement shooting at a garbage can,
right.
and the bullets could have ricocheted and killed somebody for real. Like, he's bogged out for doing that with me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Last question, man, because this jumped out of your book, man. When you saw the UFO.
Yeah.
Not that you saw the UFO, but the first thing you did was reach for the gat to shoot the alien, yo. Tell us about that, man.
Oh, man. You don't think they coming in peace?
Oh, man.
He would have left in pieces, though.
Yo, that was a difficult...
And I believe you.
That was a difficult story to put into the book. Like, you had to see me actually writing that part. Like, I was like this, like... Nah. I was like, I can't put that in there. People will think I'm nuts, right?
Right.
Then I'm like, nah, I gotta put this in there because it really happened. But then I'm like, nah. I'm like, damn, what should I do? Like, it took me a long time to figure, like, should I put this part in the book? Like, you know what I'm saying? So...
So what convinced you to do that, man? What convinced you to put it in the book?
I was like, just fuck it,
right.
Just be real.
Give
like,
a
you know
fuck.
What I'm saying? Yeah, like fuck it, just be real, man. I'm being real with everything else. Like fuck it, just be real about it. You know what I mean? And just don't be scared of the repercussions. Like you know what I mean? Because you know how people are, these crazy. Like come on, I don't want to. I'm not fucking crazy. Right. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to say I'm crazy. So I don't want to say no. I'm not the type of person who'll say just some crazy shit to sell books or to sound cool. That's not even me. Like you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So. Anyway, I put the story in there, and you know, basically, I'll tell you a little bit of the story. What happened? You know, I had came home late from the studio one night, and I lived up in Rockland County, up in the mountains. I lived on the mountaintop. Like my house was at the top of the mountain, and when you drive out my driveway, you can go this way down the hill, or you can go this way down the hill.
Right.
Like, I was at the top of the mountain, like you know what I'm saying. So, and there's houses that go all the way down, you know what I'm saying, the streets and go all the way down. So I get to my crib, you know what I'm saying, and there's like nothing up there.
Right.
Even like my backyard is a national park. They can't build houses and buildings back there. So there's nothing.
It's desolate. It's just
there's no light poles, there's no there's nothing up there. You know what I'm saying? So I come home like 4 a.m, tired, just came from the studio, but I really can't sleep. Like, I'm tired, but I can't fall asleep. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna play my son's video game for a little while, you know what I'm saying? And I'm playing this game called Freedom Fighters. You know what I'm saying? I'll never forget that. I was playing Freedom Fighters. And all of a sudden the power went out while I'm playing the game. Just all the lights shut out in the house. I thought it was, you know, the game at first, but then I see the clock was off, this was off. Then I looked out down the block, all the lights was off this way and all the lights was off this way, all the houses and shit. I'm like, damn, it's a blackout. So I'm like, fuck it. Put the controller down. I go to lay down to bed. Like, fuck it. I guess it's meant to be for me to go to sleep right now, right? So I get in the bed, and as soon as I'm about to lay my head down, a bright ass white light just came like shooting down, like in front of my bedroom window. Right? So I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Right.
And it looked like a helicopter searchlight. Like, you know how the police
of course.
Look, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, but I don't hear no helicopter. It's dead quiet. You know what I'm saying? It's dead quiet. Big, bright ass white light, you know? So I wake my wife up. I'm like, yo, get up. Look at this shit right here. What the fuck is this right here? Right? So she like, I'm trying to like look up at the shit. I'm like, but you can't really see because it's like above the crib.
Right.
You could just see like the light shining down. So as soon as she wakes up and looks, it starts changing colors. Like the beam of light that was shining down, it just started changing like blue, green, red, yellow, purple.
Like some Close Encounters shit.
What the fuck is this shit,
crazy,
right?
Dude.
So she like, I said, yo, you see this shit? She like, yeah. She like, what is that? I said, I have no idea, yo. She's like, go to the window and look. I said, I ain't going to that window. It was no noise.
Right.
It was dead silent. Like, and after all the power went off, like, come on, man. That's like some shit you see in movies.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
It's a movie
Like that.
It's a movie. What I'm saying? Like, this is my first time experiencing something like this. And It actually was my second time experiencing something crazy, but this is my first time seeing this, what it was doing, like flashing lights and shit like that. So then all of a sudden, after it flashed a bunch of colors and shit, it just stopped. It went black again. There was no light at all. But the power still didn't come back on until like maybe an hour or two later. So that shit was weird. So as soon as it went black again, my wife was like, yo, go check on the kids, yo. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, nah, you go check on the kids. I'm not walking over there. Cause they like, oh, I gotta walk through the house. I'm not walking through the house. She's like, motherfucker, go check on the kids, bro. I'm like, all right. So I go get the shotgun out the closet. You know what I'm saying? I'm walking through the house like what the fuck am I don't even know what I'm gonna shoot. Like, I don't even know why I got a gun. Like,
yeah, that's crazy.
I just felt safer with the gun. You know what I'm saying?
Did you report that, man, to the?
Nah. I'm not reporting that.
But you know, I feel like Prodigy is the only cat who could counsel cannabis. Right before that, the rap battle he had with Disaster, Cannabis was saying that he had been abducted.
Yeah. Did you hear about that?
Nah, what do you mean?
There's a recent tape of Cannabis battling somebody, but he's got a notebook.
Past, like, week,
I saw that, but what you mean?
And then when Cat started screaming on him about why you had a notebook, he was like, well, the week before I got abducted and the whole nine, and when I started battling, I forgot my lyrics, so, you know. And,
he said, oh, no, he was just playing. Like, he got abducted.
Yo, Matt, you got some questions, right?
Yeah, I got a couple from Twitter and actually a couple from reading the book. The first one was actually, you talked about when you lost your virginity, it was traumatizing. Can you tell people why that was and if you've faced your fears?
He's got 2 kids now. He
might be able to go He might be able to help out.
All right, so I lost my virginity and my grandma was there in school. You know what I'm saying? And in the basement. And it was dark down there. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, the girl, after we finished, I went upstairs to the bathroom. You know what I mean? And it was like, it was blood all over my boxers. You know what I'm saying?
Splash.
Red light special.
Yeah, I ain't know what the fuck. That shit was like shocking. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm bugging. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, then I figured it out quickly. You know what I mean? What happened? But that was just like, damn, that's a fucked up first time.
Yeah, that's a crazy introduction.
Yeah. I can see what.
There was another story. There's like kind of a ongoing confrontation with Keith Murray and his people throughout the book. And there was one, I think it was outside the tunnel, I believe it was, where you guys are about to get into it, and then
Keith Murray he was about to get shot. I was about to shoot that nigga that night, and I'm glad that didn't happen because I would have went to jail for a very long time.
Can you tell people just sum up what that, like, just the gist of what that situation was, real quick, like just that particular incident?
On the Infamous album, there's a skit where I'm talking about, I'm like, yo, take this time, I'll do this little intermission.
That's my favorite skit, by the way.
You know what I'm saying? And start punching the nigga in their face and living. Like, it was just some, different shit to do. We was just being creative, you know what I mean?
That shit was scary when y'all released that shit.
And we was, basically just talking about, fuck all these other rappers, this Mobb Deep.
Talking that space shit.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, fuck, talking about how much you get high. But we wasn't, like, particularly talking about anybody.
Right.
Especially, like, Keith Murray. Like, he's not on the radar. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we not even thinking about him. Like, you know what I'm saying? We just talking, popping our shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, we had a video shoot for Onyx one day. Onyx was shooting a video on Irving Plaza, over by Irving Plaza. And I think it was in Irving Plaza. And we get there, and they just wanted us to do a cameo in their video. So we get there to do the cameo. It was me and a few of my boys and whatnot. And we see Keith Murray there. So he walked. I knew who he was because he had that song "Most Beautiful Thing" and all that. So he walks up to me and he says, "Yo, Pete, a lot of my boys been talking to me, and they telling me that like you was talking about me on that. Was you talking about me on that skit you?" So I'm like looking at this nigga like, why would you say that to somebody? Was I talking about you? Like, what the fuck you think? How am I supposed to respond to that? Like, so basically, I'm like thinking mad different responses, mad quick in my head, and then the first thing that come really. The best thing that come was, well, if the shoe fits. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck you mean am I talking? Did I say your name? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I said, if the shoe fits, And he looked at me, and then he just walked away. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm looking at my boys like, you heard what this nigga just said to me?
This
Like,
shit
this
just
nigga
happened.
bugged out, right?
Right.
So we laughing at this nigga, like, this nigga bugged the fuck out. What's the fuck wrong with this nigga, right? So, you know, after that, you know, nothing happened at the video, nothing. That was it. He just walked away. So then, at the tunnel, we used to hang out at the tunnel, like, maybe like a year later, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Every Sunday, we at the tunnel. So, you know, we used to have, a lot of weapons in there, you know what I'm saying? We used to bring knives and, like, different crazy shit, like
Brass knuckles.
screwdrivers.
Yeah, you were saying it was at the point where you were
Whatever the
handing like
fuck.
whole duffel bags to the door guy to pass through, right? It was like, Chris Lighty?
Yeah, Chris used to. It's crazy because I had to ask Chris, yo, can I put this part in the book? And he was like, yeah, it's all good. But we used to go to the hardware store before we go to the club.
Fuck.
You know what I'm saying? Like the hardware store, just to find anything that'll fuck you up.
Some
like, all right, we're gonna get screwdriver.
What was the illest shit? What was the illest shit? Did y'all ever go with a sickle?
A dent pulley.
Nah, it was nothing. It was always small things that you can like
Compact
conceal.
joints,
Like,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So it was like a screwdriver or like.
Do you remember the hardware store used to have?
razor, or like, you know what I mean? Like one of them box cutters where you push it up like that.
That orange
You know what I mean?
box cutter.
Yeah. Or sometimes it was like the thick metal box cutter, like the real heavy one.
Yeah,
You know
Oh,
what I
the
mean?
one that just came out. Just the
heavy duty one.
yeah.
Industrial box cutter. Cut a fucking refrigerator open. So we had all kinds of shit. We used to go to the hardware. I swear to God, we used to go to the hardware store before we used to go to the club.
Wow.
And just in case, like
somebody had to get ripped open.
if we didn't have all the things that we needed, we're like, all right, we gotta stop at the hardware store. You know what I'm saying? Let's get all this stuff. And then we used to put it in a book bag. So give it to Chris. And then we go in the club. Then Chris would meet us up in the bathroom. Give us the bag back.
Hardware.
And then I would pass out to everybody like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, boom, 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 boom. And I take mine. And then that's it. You know what I'm saying? We go party and have fun. We wasn't trying to start no trouble, really. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't what we was into. You know what I'm saying? We was just having fun. You know what I'm saying? Getting drunk and dancing with bitches.
Hardy hard.
Taking pictures. Yeah, you know, having fun. We was just having fun.
Right.
And I guess we would have a little too much fun and get all, you know, start slam dancing, bumping into people. And, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people just stay over there. Like,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, one night, I had just finished passing out the weapons to everybody. We came out the bathroom and Keith Murray was standing there. He didn't know, he was just standing there.
Right.
And my man, Noid was like, yo, they go Keith Murray right there. You know what I'm saying? And, he was like, you remember that day you said that shit, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, am I talking about you and all that shit? And I was like, yeah, fuck that nigga. He was like, nah, come on, we got the nigga. Listen,
we got the drop on
There's
him,
about
right?
15 of us coming out of the bathroom, and Keith Murray standing by himself. You know what I'm saying? So we just passed out all the weapons to everybody, and then here go this nigga. You know what I'm saying? So the Noid like, yo, what's up? And my man Twin was like, yo, what's good? Like, what you want to do, son? I'm like, nah, don't do that. Leave him alone.
Right,
bros.
right.
Like, we're going to kill that nigga right now. Like, don't do that, bro. Like, leave him alone. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we did. We just kept walking past the nigga, you know what I'm saying? So we
You let him breathe.
Yeah, like, that ain't make no sense. What we gonna do that for?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we partying or whatever, and later on into the night, I guess he met up with his boys in there, and it was like 3 of them or whatever, and they were I get because once we start partying, sometimes we spread out. Like 4 of us will be over here,
right. Of course,
4 is over here. Like, you know what I'm saying. So we all spread out in the club. So it's me and my man just leaning on the wall, whatever, and we see Keith Murray's boys like,
ice.
This is comedy to us. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is funny. Like, we look at each other like, yeah, right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Fuck you gonna do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got a gun on my waist in the club. Everybody got shanks and all kinds of saws and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is
You
this
got
nigga
the
gonna do?
Carpenters Union with you right now. Like
it's funny, like, you know what I'm saying? So we just like, we laughing at these niggas, like, these niggas is clowns, like, whatever, man. We ain't paying attention to these niggas, but we paying attention, but we like, man, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So, me and one of my mans, we leave the club early with some girls. You know what I mean? We bouncing from the club. We like, all right, we gonna take these bitches with us. We gone.
Right.
See y'all niggas later. We got ours. You know what I'm saying? We out of here. So we left, and one of my men, it was 3 of us and 3 girls. One of my mans, we always do this. You go walk the girls to the car and stay with them.
Right.
So they don't disappear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And bring their ass back over here. Because, girls have a tendency to change their mind.
Of course.
You can't give them no time to think.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to stay on there. You know what I'm saying? As soon as they start thinking about it, they might go to another nigga they was thinking about. You know what I'm saying? So
these niggas got screwdrivers and measures and all that shit.
So I send Godfather to go. You go with the girls, get in their car, and meet us over here at the parking lot, right? Because they was parked somewhere else. So me and my man Money we go to the parking lot where our car's at. So while we walking to the parking lot, you know what I mean, we chilling one night, whatever, chilling, kicking it. Now we see the same dudes, Keith Murray and his 2 mans outside. So we waiting on the corner, waiting across the street on, I think it's 11th Avenue. We waiting across the street. Keith Murray and them is like in the middle of the block. Right? We just walked past them. You know what I'm saying? Standing on the corner now, waiting for the light to change. And Money No says, yo, you see them niggas right there, right? I said, yeah, I see them niggas and shit. Fuck them niggas, son. So now, we can hear them talking. His Keith Murray man is saying, yo, there they go right there, son. You know what I'm saying? There they go right there. Like, what's up?
What's up now,
what you want to do? Like, what you want to do? They asking him.
Right.
Like, my boys is asking me in the club, right? They like, what you want to do? Come on, fuck that. Let's go fuck these niggas up. Let's go. We hear this shit.
Right.
So like,
and they probably saying it for y'all to hear, too.
Yeah, so my man Money know, like, you hear that? I said, yeah. He said, yo, give me the gun. Right? I said, nah, chill, I got this, right? You know what I'm saying? So he's like, nah, give me the gun, son. I said, nah, I want to shoot the nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? So they start walking towards us now. You know what I mean? And they like, yo, what's up with all that shit you was popping in your book? Blah, blah, blah. Like, Keith wasn't even really saying nothing. It was his boys was like, yeah, what's up with all that shit you was popping in the book? You know what I'm saying? What's up? Pop that shit now. I mean, not the book. The fucking album shit, right? I got all kinds of drama, the book shit, too. So anyway, they was like, yo, what's up with all that shit you was popping with the shit on the album, right? So we like, what? Like, what? You know what I'm saying? They like, yeah, what you want to do?
Not you, nigga, not you.
They like, yo, what you want to do? What you want to do? So my man Money know, my man Money know the type of person, he won't fight. You give this nigga any little reason, he just want to fight.
Right.
He like fighting people, like, you know what I'm saying? So you just get a nigga any little reason, he want to fight you, you know what I'm saying? So my man Money know right away, he's just like, what the fuck y'all niggas gonna do? You want to fight or something? Like, come on, you want to fight? Let's take it down the block. But he already know we gonna shoot this nigga, you know what I'm saying? So, but he still wants to fight though, you know what I'm saying? He still want to fight these niggas, like, you know what I'm saying?
Get his fight off.
So we like, yo, let's take it down the block. Let's cross the street. You know what I'm saying? Let's take it down the block over here. Boom, boom. We good. Cause there was a light shining on us right here. A light street lamp. And when you cross the street and go over here, across 11th Avenue, it's dark. It's like a train overpass, and it's real dark on that block right there. You know what I'm saying? So we like, let's go over here.
That's the high line.
So we can bang it out over here, son. Right. And they like, all right, come on. Yeah, come on. Let's go. So we crossing the street. And I look to my left, and I see a cop car coming down the block, blue and white. You know what I'm saying? So I see it coming, and we almost have to like stop and let it pass, but it's not that close to us yet. Right, you know what I'm saying? Right. So we keep walking, and I see these dudes. They looking down there too. They see the cop car too. Yeah. Everybody see the shit coming. You know what I'm saying? Everybody looking before they cross the street. So the nigga Keith Murray, he must have seen that shit, and he jumps in front of me, right? Like, he jumps in front, like he want to fight in the middle of the street.
Now it's showtime. It's showtime right now.
So I say, yo, son, I say it to him before he actually swing the punch. I say, yo, son, don't do this right here.
Right.
And then you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, so I got the shit on my way. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, then the police, as soon as they see the swing, right, the cherries come on, woo, woo, you know what I'm saying? And they like, I'm like, oh, this nigga just punched me in front of the police. I got to go on my ways. Now Money no fighting already. You know what I'm saying? Right. As soon as the first thing, he fighting, he knocked the nigga out quick, fast. You know what I'm saying? And now he fighting another nigga. So I'm not trying to stand here
with a gun on you,
fighting somebody with a gun on my waist. You know what I'm saying? So I ran across the street put the gun in the snow, kicked mad snow on top of the gun, then went back over there, you know what I'm saying, to where they was fighting at. By this time, the police is there and out the car, and Keith Murray is pointing to where I ran at, talking about, yo, they started it, all this shit.
Singing.
One of Keith Murray mans was knocked out underneath the cop car, you know what I'm saying? They had to like pull him out from under the car, you know what I'm saying? The police is telling me and my man, y'all walk that way, and y'all niggas walk that way, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, whatever. We start walking and whatever. We tight. I'm tight.
Right.
I'm like, this nigga's from my mouth. This nigga don't even know what was about to happen to him. Like, I was so fucking
Did you
tight,
ever get the gun back?
Yeah, that's why I want to know if he cut his losses.
Hell yeah. We waited, you know what I'm saying? Until they left. Police pulled off and went back, got that shit out the snow. Hell yeah, yo.
Shout out to Keith Murray, yo.
You know what I'm saying?
Most beautiful
shout out to
thing
him.
in the world.
You know, shout out to him. It's all good. It is what it is now. You know what I'm saying? I don't hold nothing against the nigga. You know what I mean? Because I take that little punch to the face because what I was about to do to that nigga was way worse than what he did to me. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good, dogs.
Yo, man.
Real shit.
Yo, you're in a good space, man.
Yeah,
like, I really like your energy, man. And seeing where you are right now really makes me appreciate that much more, man, the contribution you made to this culture, man. So
definitely,
you got
man.
the book coming out. You got the album coming out, man.
July 3rd, HNIC 3.
You got Rock the Bells, man. Anything else you working on, man?
August.
Anything else you working on, man?
That's it, really, man. Just building this company, Infamous Records, man. You know what I'm saying? H&I, you know, Bugs Baguettes right here. Say, give him a shout out, Bugs. Say, shout him on the mic.
What up, man? It's your boy Bugs, Far Rock America. You already know, RP Stack.
There you go. Anything else you want to say to the internet before we sign off, man?
Man, just, you know, look out for Bugs. You know, he an artist that's about to come out with something on the label. You know what I'm saying? He's featured on my album also. You know what I'm saying? I just shot the video with him for one of the singles, the next single that's actually out right now called Get Money.
Yeah.
It just came out today.
Yeah.
That's Bugs rhyming on there with me. And, you know, we just working, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have other artists that we sign to the label, but I'm using my album as the foundation to really build. You know what I mean?
Nice.
The house. You know what I mean? Nice.
Well, continued success to you, man. And thanks for stopping by the show, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to all the rappers out there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Keith Murray. Shout out to everybody who ever had said something about it, had drama with. Whatever, nigga. It's all good, man. You feel some kind of way, then fuck it then. Fuck you too, nigga.
There you go. There you go. Let's go to a break and then we'll sign off.
Yeah, internets. It's the Combat Jack Show. www.pncradio.fm.
F your radio.
F your radio.
Don't F Radio
F your
City.
radio.
Yo, Ben Hameen, crazy mix. Yo, that was Prodigy, B.
Yep.
Like, the dude was very, very candid.
I mean, he was a gentleman.
HNI motherfucking C.
Yeah, man. Internets, go cop that album. You heard that interview. He gave you some shit that you never heard anywhere, man.
I mean, just listening to those mob songs. I mean, this is a motherfucking soundtrack for New York City.
Yeah.
And I mean, these guys defined New York City. They defined the grit that hip hop had described. I mean, remember when Chuck D said how rap and hip hop was the CNN for the ghetto?
Yeah.
And like literally the dysfunction, the dissatisfaction, the disenfranchisement of the ghetto. That's what Mobb Deep rapped about.
No, it was a great interview, man. It was definitely a great interview.
And they lived it.
Yeah, and they lived it. They lived it, man. So, what you guys got lined up for the weekend, man? What's happening this weekend, man?
It's Father's Day.
Yeah. I'm trying not to get hit in the head by a bottle. You know, rappers are throwing bottles. I mean, like listening to P talk about rap beef, where people could have been shot, people could have been cut up, and rappers are throwing bottles now at each other.
You talking about Chris Brown and
Chris Brown and Drake and Meek Mill. And
went down at WIP yesterday night. Yep. You're talking about with the bottle there?
Yes. Apparently, it looks like several bottles. Seeing a picture from the aftermath, I see glass broken all over the floor. So it looks like several bottles were broken.
Man, that's all of that. I mean,
Tuesday night.
Oh, and they're fighting over Rihanna.
I mean, I don't think this
allegedly.
I can't believe they're fighting over Rihanna.
I'll tell you one thing.
Rihanna's dating a baseball player now.
They were passing words on Twitter. Apparently, Chris Brown didn't do a record or didn't clear a record that Meek Mill's contributed a verse. And Meek Mills was, attributed that to the whole Rihanna situation. And war words on Twider ensued, and then now we've Tuesday night whip.
Who gives a shit about this?
We're talking about this. We're talking about this,
And
yo.
I think they was at a Tiana Taylor.
Wait, listen. We're talking about this. We had a great interview, dude.
Yeah,
true.
You know, we you know.
But I mean, just look at the state of hip hop. You know, from where it has been, from where it's come to where it is right now. I mean, maybe these guys have to go through, and hopefully they don't have to go through things that Prodigy went through for them to find their voice, find their maturity.
Dallas, what you got lined up for the weekend, man? Cut all this bullshit out. What you got lined up for the weekend?
Listen, what I do every weekend, man, I get high, I get fly, and I put my finger on my lady.
No big mangoses?
No mangoses this weekend. But I'll be on Franklin Avenue somewhere, drinking, as I do.
There you go. Well, yo, dude, thanks for coming through. Great show tonight.
Oh, man, I'd love to be in a room with you dudes, man.
There you go.
Pause.
Premium.
What's up?
I'm
in a New York state of mind.
I'm in the New York state of mind, too, man. What are you doing this weekend?
Oh, man, I get my daughter tomorrow. It's crazy because it's a little different, like I've been a separated dad for, my daughter's 12. I've been a separated dad for 9 years. So it's funny because it's like I'm at a point right now where she's like, hey, Dad, I know you picked me up at 3, but I got some plans tomorrow night. So why don't you pick me up at 11 at night? I'm like, all right. So now I got to find some shit to do before I go pick up my daughter.
You got to work around her schedule.
Yeah, but we can do some rock climbing shit on Saturday.
Nice.
And then Sunday, man, got the family coming over.
Nice.
We're going to cook some shit, man, and just enjoy each other, man.
There you go.
Man.
Are you ready for the day when your daughter doesn't want you to pick her up?
Fuck,
your
man.
daughter's always going to want you to pick her up.
No, she's not. There's gonna come a day. There's gonna come a day, Combat, where his daughter and your daughter, they're not gonna want to be around y'all.
No, he's making sense. Because
y'all are old and y'all wear your sneakers too tight.
I gotta find something to put my finger on and fast because once they go away, I need to get like a 62-year-old woman right now that I could really just.
What?
I want to just
grandma love.
Yeah, I just want
postmenopausal.
Yeah, man. I just I want to grab a saggy titty and just like.
All right, yo. Listen, Pete. Have a good weekend.
Yeah,
man.
thank you, sir.
What's up, Matt?
Not much, man. I'm gonna be working this weekend.
What are you working on, man?
Well, as you may know, I was at the show late because I was shooting a new video for Tennille off her project Candy Jams, which is dropping with our friends, I believe, at High Times on Nature Sounds.
Nice.
So I'm gonna be working on that, and I believe by the next week you'll be able to see that video.
Yo, man, put some sunblock on.
Yeah, I'm lobster status right now for real. Like I don't even have to see to know. I'm scorching.
Internets, if you don't know Matt Raz looks like basically a red crab right now.
I was thinking,
but he doesn't have crabs. I mean, unless he's fucking that upstairs neighbor.
He looks burnt.
Told me about.
You look burnt, man.
Yeah, I was thinking I look like a more svelte version of the Kool-Aid Man.
Yeah, there you go.
You look like if you put a green hat on. Yeah. If you put a green hat on, you could probably pass for the Lucky Charms dude right now.
Yo, hey King, man. Happy Father's Day, man.
Well, thank you. Happy Father's Day to you too.
You came through late today.
Yeah, man. Well,
what the fuck, man?
Parking, man. I couldn't find a park.
You gotta leave. We're in Midtown right now. You gotta leave earlier, dude.
I can't. I'm at work.
What time do you leave your office?
Long Island. Listen, this is my commute. Long Island, Brooklyn, Manhattan.
Hashtag.
Struggle.
Struggle.
Life, family life.
You're on a newspaper route. Why are you going to all these places?
Well, I gotta leave work, pick up the seeds, and then
there you go. Once you say that, I understand.
From the seeds, I gotta come here.
Okay, what are you doing for Father's Day, man?
Oh man, well, I wouldn't be a father if I didn't have seeds. So I'm gonna, me and my daughter are gonna go get a mani pedi.
Oh, that's nice.
We've done that before, you know. I mean, I
that's actually awesome, man.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. And,
what are they giving you for Father's Day?
I don't know. I'm not big on
you don't look for gifts.
Metal license
like my mom always say Mother and Father's Day. My mom always say Mother and Father's Day is every day. So it is what it is. But we'll do something.
Yo, you know what Ed King's gonna get for Father's Day?
What?
A triple fat goose, a shirt.
No, I'm not.
Cut.
Please, Pete.
A fucking raincoat.
A summer down vest.
I need some more ears.
I need some more Basquiat's though.
Okay.
Reebok.
Okay, Reebok.
Well, anyway, man, have a good weekend, man.
You too, man.
Enjoy your kids. I definitely want to give a shout out to my man Chris Morrow and Dwayne Crawford, man, for hooking us up, man.
Yes, sir.
Behind the scenes, making this thing possible, man, making my shit sound so clear.
Yes.
Special shout out to them, man. Thank you. And you know what it is, man. Live them. Wait. Wait.
What the? Hold on a second. Now that we in Radio City.
Wait. Let me get it.
Now that we in Radio City.
I got it. You
got to get a new joint.
Dream them dreams and then man up and live them dreams, because a life without dreams is black and white.
Yeah.
And the universe flows in technicolor and surround sound.
Wow.
Internet.
www.pncradio.fm